Hello, everybody, and it looks like the connection is going bad again, and my dogs are barking as soon as the live stream starts. Oh my god! Nah, hey. Sorry for this, guys. I'm gonna have to turn off the camera real quick. Hey. See how the live stream's going. I do apologize about that. My dogs are going crazy. Of course, that's the one thing that happens as soon as my dogs start barking over here. Okay, let's see. Back on the live stream, let me know how it's looking. I'm uploading a video currently on YouTube, so I'm not sure how this is going to affect my live stream. Doesn't look like I have a great connection, to be honest. It says unplug. That's the thing. I don't want to disconnect my router because I'm uploading and it's barely halfway done. So maybe this is going to be a failed live stream tonight, or maybe I should have live streamed on my new device, which is the video I'm uploading right now, which is the OnePlus N100. So what's up, Sean Tim Alone? Thanks for joining in today. Let me know how I look and sound. I know it's probably a little grainy or something like that, or I just don't know what's going on exactly. Let me know how it looks for the most part. I'm going to have to check this out myself for the meantime, and hopefully we can get a few other people in here tonight. Yeah, it does look grainy right now. So again, I do apologize, guys. I'm not sure why. My internet connection is just never stable here. It never is, and I'm this close to dropping Spectrum completely and just going to another network, basically. And I'm not sure if it's just because I'm uploading again or what, but but yeah, I mean, for the most part, it looks like my download speed's okay. I don't know if it's just the upload. I might, again, have to do this or whatever. But thanks for joining in, Sean Tim Malone. Appreciate you being here today, man. Thanks again. Let me go bring in my dogs really quick because they hear a cat meowing outside and then they go crazy. I'm gonna stop the camera really quick again. It looks a bit blurred to me. I don't know if no, it's not your connection. It's my connection, bro. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right. Again, I don't know what's going on here. So, if you guys are just joining in, don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, thanks for joining in and bearing with me through that. It looks like my internet connection is getting a little bit better. I'm hoping it's starting to clear up a little bit for you guys. Hoping. I don't know if that's the case. It's telling me I have like 2 bars now. So again, thanks for smashing the like button over here. For those of you who have, by the way, upload speed's about 3 megs right now, so it's not doing too great. Let me go ahead and exit out here. Thanks for joining in, though. Let's, you know what? I forgot to share the video. Of course, that's like the one thing that I forget to do all the time. Share my video on Twitter. And then again, it's a late live stream. I don't know why I decided to do a late live stream tonight. It's probably because I'm uploading a video again, like I said. And I just wanted to get on tonight and talk to you guys, see how everyone's doing. Again, not too much going crazy in the tech world right now. I know the OnePlus 9 will be coming out very soon, so there's a lot of buzz on that. For the most part, I know Latrell, my buddy, was live streaming earlier today, so he was on for quite a bit. Talking about home automation, of course, right? Along with that little thing that kind of looks like a Samsung. I guess it's like one of those things where you connect your phone to it and it becomes basically a computer. So it looks a little bit blurry. Should I just turn off my camera completely so that you guys can just suffer over here and see this instead? Or what do you guys think? Should I do that? Let's see. I'm going to probably end up changing my audio avatar over here. I'll just put it on me so you guys know it's me. Here we go. So again, let me know how this looks, Sean Timbalan. Let me know if you're still there. I'm surprised I was able to get 4 likes. You know what I mean? So I don't know why that's not working. Get AmazonMusic.com/btechreviews. And again, this is probably a failed live stream over here, so I'm a little bit disappointed, but that's okay. I mean, if I can at least get one person on here. Hey, at least you're amused, Mr. Sean Milan. I know you're waiting for me to bust out the Jackbox TV over here and just chill. But how's everyone? How are you doing? How's everything going with you, brother? Again, guys, I do apologize. Let me see if I can undo the camera again. Let me see if that looks any better or not. You know what I mean? Hey, Chula. Just because again, it's my connection keeps jumping up and down, so I think right now it's probably not good. Michael Loke, how's it going, brother? Thanks again for joining in tonight. Again, this is just a general chat and Q&A or whatever you guys want to do here. I'm not really, there's specific confinement over here as far as like, the topic of conversation. We can talk about whatever. I actually just finished watching the Justice League movie over here, which is the one on HBO Max. And apparently it's the Snyder Cut. I'm not really too familiar with the Justice League movies, I guess. You know what I mean? I really stopped watching most DC movies after, like, The Dark Knight Rises and whatnot. Those were my favorite DC films. And those were by Christopher Nolan, I think. I mean, today was my birthday. Couldn't really do anything, to be honest. Oh, man, Shantan Malone. Happy birthday, by the way. Shout outs to you from B-Tech Reviews over here, by the way. You couldn't really. My birthday is in a couple weeks, actually, and I really don't have any like major plans, or I really don't plan to do anything. The what? Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry, my friend's mentioning that stocks are going to go up, so whatnot. So yeah, well, he hasn't joined in yet. I haven't seen him jump on yet. So definitely, I mean, I would definitely down to send him a link. I'm waiting to see if he even notices that that I'm live right now. So let me go ahead and share this on my Twitter page really quick. See if we can get that going over here. And yeah, for sure, Latrell always makes this fun. Him and Tech for Your Needs, by the way. I always like to have them both on there. Those are both my boys over here. The B-Tech crew, the B-Tech Nation over here. I'm actually thinking about starting a channel, kind of like I wouldn't say like a tier or anything like that, but let me see, like a membership for B-Tech Reviews, although I don't know like how often I would want to do live streams, but definitely I would, definitely love to have a membership button on my channel over here just to see if anyone would actually join it. I mean, even if it was like at $1 a month, you know what I mean? I really wouldn't. Well, okay, hold on. I'm sending the same message to the wrong person. See if Latrell's still up. If he is, well, he'll join in. If not, well, then it is what it is. Can't force people to join in, obviously, right? So let me take a look at my internet connection. Undo the camera here. Let's see if it goes back to being real ugly. We'll see how it goes. And for the most part, guys, it's I was off today. I enjoyed my day off. And I actually went and bought this new device right here, which is a OnePlus phone. So this is actually my first OnePlus device that I've ever owned. And this one would be the N100, which, again, I know the screen probably looks extra bright over here. Let me go ahead and lower that for you. There you go. So that looks pretty nice. 6.5-inch screen. A triple camera system in the back. Again, can't really see it because it's dark right now. Or at least, I forgot to turn on this. Boom, there you go. So there we go. That looks a lot better. I literally forgot to turn on my spotlight over here, which is pretty funny, I guess. But it is what it is, I guess. There, I think that looks a little bit better. And again, if you want Latrell to make the show even more fun, okay. Sorry, I'm just reading the same comment over here. And again, my connection keeps going off and on. So I am going to just, hold on. I'm going to log in here really quick to my YouTube over here. I'm going to smash that like button. I'm going to whoa, hello. In here really quick to my YouTube. Don't worry, you don't pay attention to that. It's just the thing repeating itself. Smashing the like button on my phone over here. And again, I'm just going to show it real quick. I'm rewatching the actual podcast over here, or not the podcast, but I guess just the live stream itself. You know what I mean? But I did take some pictures with this already. One disappointing thing, I guess, is that this thing only shoots in 1080p, and it really doesn't give you like a frame rate option, I guess. You know what I mean? Okay, let me turn off the camera again because I know that it's going to give me that signal over here saying, oh. And I have Altertech, aka the OnePlus guy, respond to me finally. That guy's hard to catch. But anyways, yeah, my connection is probably going to be really bad for now, just because again, I'm uploading a video on YouTube and it's barely like halfway done. It's like at 63%. I think once it stops uploading, my stream will probably get a little bit better. But in the meantime, for the most part, I hope everyone's doing good. Sunday Fun Day again. I just finished watching the Snyder cut of the Justice League film, and to be honest, again, it's a long movie. It's about 4.5 hours, maybe 5 hours, right? And that movie, again, I'm not too much into the DC universe, but I really wasn't disappointed. I think probably the main thing that I really didn't like about the film was the Flash. And that's because, I came from watching the Flash like on, the CW or whatever, where, they have the actual Flash series. Oh, yeah, I know Latrell was on earlier. Yeah, he was on for a good minute. So hopefully he can come into the stream tonight. Maybe we can get him and Tech Fear Needs in the stream. But anyway, so basically the Flash, I don't know, his character, he's always been geeky, even in the CW series, geeky and nerdy and whatever. But I don't know, I had a lot of people say oh, the Flash. I mean, if you think about it, if it wasn't for the Flash, and again, I don't want to give you guys too much spoilers, right? But obviously, he has the ability to manipulate time because of his speed. So, he was pretty much the sole savior, if you think about it, of the actual movie, because he was able to, go back in time. And it looks like I just got a message from my boy Latrell saying he'll join in about 5-10 minutes over here. So we'll wait for him. I haven't got anything back from Tech Fear Needs over here, but we'll see how that goes. Again, but for the most part, it was a good movie. I think if you guys are going to watch the movie, you might want to dive into parts, because I literally had to watch it in different sections and take breaks from watching the movie. Just because it is a very long movie, you know what I mean? So for the most part, you really have to kind of be really focused and be super into it in order to finish all 5 hours of the movie. Yeah, well, okay, so never mind. I if Latrell said he might not be able to make it, so if he can't, that's cool also. All right, cool. I'm just gonna respond to him really quick. No pressure there, Latrell. Again, we'll see how long I can go. We got Michael Loke over here in the house anyway, so okay, let me turn the camera back on. Whoa. And I am liking the little the on-screen notifications for the OnePlus N100. Again, this is not a 5G phone, so I mean, I feel like a lot of people are going to start transitioning to 5G devices in again the next year or so. You know what I mean? I think once it becomes more readily available in a lot of areas, and again, I'm going to turn off the camera. Once it becomes more readily available in areas, a lot more people are going to want to start transitioning over to the 5G. But I think LTE connections are still relatively good, and people who have LTE devices are really not going to hurt too much, for at least the next 5 years. I don't know if they'll eventually kill off that radio wave or that radio band or that phone band that allows LTE to work, and then eventually they're just going to kind of phase it out and just do 5G and up. And of course, I already know that there's companies working on 6G connections over here. So I would love to see a 5G LTE or something like that. You know what I mean? A 5G how they had 4G and then they 4G LTE, whatnot. So I would love to see something change like that. You know what I mean? Okay, can I turn the camera back on? Can we get a good connection over here? We'll see. For the most part though, and again, there really hasn't been too much crazy stuff going on in the tech field right now, again, except for me being blurry right now, which is just disappointing. I'm going to turn this off. Hopefully this can alleviate some of the actual pressure over here. Michael Loke, though, thanks for being here and joining in on the conversation. Again, I haven't really been watching or following too many tech videos recently. I follow a lot of tech YouTubers, and I just really have not been in the mood to really sit down and watch a lot of these tech videos or unboxings, or just really care to know. And I kind of feel like on Latrell's side over here, because I know he said recently that he's not that he's not unmotivated, or maybe I'm thinking of CV Tech over here. Like CV Tech, he made a post on Twitter saying that there's just really no motivation, and it's not that there's no motivation for me to like make videos and whatnot. It's just that right now, currently, again, the funding is not currently there. I did get my stimulus and income tax, but I did pay off. I did pay off a big chunk of my house, not a house bill, but I pretty much made a big payment on a bill that I had that pretty much got rid of one of my big bills. So I actually did pay off the AC bill here in my house, and that was about $800 left that I owed. So I paid that off so that I don't have to worry about that ever again. That's paid off and I'm hoping that I'm able to just cut down on more bills and stress right now. So, okay. Okay, hold on. Yes. Okay, so apparently stocks are going to go up soon because of some ship that was stuck in some canal. But again, I don't know. I'm just reading into that. Sean Tim Malone, I'm sorry that you couldn't do anything for your birthday, though. It really stinks that you couldn't do anything. But you know what? I mean, for the most part, man, just be glad that you have your health. Focus on your studies right now. I believe that again, you couldn't do anything because you had an exam. So I mean, at the end of the day, focus on your education, right? And then just go from there. So wow, look, we have 7 people here. Don't forget to smash the like button and say hi, guys. It says that there's 7 people watching. So if you guys are here, don't forget to smash that like button, okay? And again, I do apologize. I'm not using my webcam currently because, again, right now, like if I jump back into it, it's going to start lagging really bad. And I just, my internet connection right now is a little wonky. It says it's good, and then it drops from good to bad. So I'm actually just going to leave the camera off for now, and then we'll see how it goes. But for the most part, I did. There is a YouTuber I follow. His name's Armando Faria, and I think I might want to show his video over here just because he talks about copyright strikes and whatnot, and I think that he has a very solid point that that YouTube and copyright strikes are very, very crazy. You know what I mean? Let's see if I can show it here just so that you guys can see. Hello from unknown user from Edinburgh, Texas. Hello, unknown user representing the 956 a la verga way. So anyways, thanks for joining in. Again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to screen share this video really quick, and then we can watch it. Hopefully we can all watch it together again. Share screen. Let me make sure I share audio, Chrome tab. And let's go ahead and see if I can full screen this really quick. There you go.
This video. So on January 15th, 2021, I received an email from YouTube stating that they had taken down one of my videos due to copyright infringement. Now, I was a bit shocked because the video in question, I had only used a very small portion of another creator's videos. So I don't know what was going on. The weird thing is I never downloaded this creator's video. The portion of the video that was in question was being displayed on a television, and it was only there for a few seconds. Like, how can YouTube do such a thing? I mean, I see this all the time with other YouTube creators when they're reviewing a product. For example, a smartphone or a laptop or even a television. They're displaying content sometimes from other YouTubers, movies, or even TV shows. Heck, I'm even guilty of doing this myself. Does that mean I have to go back and make those videos private or just delete them before they shut down my channel? Well, not quite. You see, there's this law that protects creators like myself from things like this happening, and it's known as fair use. This U.S. law allows you to use copyrighted material without first asking permission from the copyrighted owner, and this may include videos, images, and even audio. So then if that's the case, why was my video taken down? I only used a very small portion of it. In fact, I didn't even use the original video. I used it in a way where it was actually being displayed on a television for a few seconds. It doesn't make any sense. So why did YouTube remove my video? Well, YouTube isn't the law, and they can't dictate what is fair use or not. The only person that has that authority is a judge. So when that person filed a copyrighted claim against me for that video, basically YouTube sides with them, and they believe that person that I am infringing on their copyright because YouTube doesn't want to have any legal.
What's going down, Juan?
So does that mean if someone uses a portion of your video, you can just quickly initiate a copyright strike and even possibly take their channel down? Well, it doesn't quite work that way. You see, whenever you
I don't really have a high
copyright
power
strike
bill.
like the
Just a
one
heads up
I
on
did,
that.
you have two choices.
That's not a bill that I'm really
contact
concerned
the
about.
copyright holder and basically try to resolve this amicably without going into litigation, or I can also submit for a counter notification. However, this is where I feel people get scared if they initiate a counter notification, because YouTube is basically telling you that by filing a counter notification, you're beginning a legal process. In other words, in order for YouTube to believe that what you're saying is true and for them to reinstate the video, they're basically giving the other party, in YouTube rules, 10 days to file a lawsuit against you. So if the other person doesn't show proof to YouTube that they went forward with legal action, within 10 days, they pretty much reinstate the video. So this is why it's so important that you understand what fair use law is, but more importantly, get help from a lawyer. Look, nobody wants to get sued, and just the thought of it scares many people. But at the same time, there's many people abusing the system, and this is why these laws exist. In fact, I'm still getting threats from the individual that issued this copyright strike on email saying that he's going to sue me and mark his words. I'm even getting private DMs on Instagram stating to buckle up. I had to block them because it's just getting out of hand. The reality is that it cost a lot of money to sue someone. Knowing what I did and discussing it with my lawyer, we pretty much knew that it was a slam dunk case on fair use. Now, I've invited my good friend Ian Corzine, better known as your social media
Armando
lawyer, to better help educate you guys on fair use, but also
let me know how
help
the stream is
protect you
looking,
guys
because it still
if you've
says it's
ever
lagging on
received
my
a
end.
notice like this.
Thanks, Armando. Let's get to what exactly you need to know about fair use. Now, fair use is a law that exists around the globe. Chances are your home country has a version of United States fair use law that applies to you. Now, this law allows you as the creator to use video, images, art, in your own
I hate it because it looks fine on my end.
permission
Like the
of
video
the
I'm watching
original
looks completely
copyright
fine. I
owner.
think it's just
But
my
there is a
upload.
catch. You have to make sure
My
that you
upload
do 4
speed.
different things to the other creator's art to qualify.
Oh
for
yeah, the
fair
feedback
use
is from
and
my
not
headset,
get sued.
honestly.
First, you have to totally transform the art.
There you
you're
go. There shouldn't be
borrowing.
any
So let's say I want to use
echo
a
now.
photo of
I
Armando.
just changed the
I
thing to
have
my
to make
headset,
sure
so hopefully,
that the photo I
hopefully there's
create is
nothing there,
totally
but
unrecognizable.
I don't like
from
wearing the headset
original.
because it gets hot.
Second,
So
you only want to use art that is publicly available. So I couldn't take one of Armando's emails, publish it
Turn
as
on
a
that
blog,
AC.
and then claim fair use. Third, you can only use that portion of another creator's art that is sufficient to totally transform it into your own art. Fourth, and finally, you can't rob the commercial value of another creator's art. So if you're streaming the Super Bowl on YouTube, you're going to have a problem with fair use. That's because other people are watching your stream instead of watching the broadcast on CBS or NBC or whatever. So technically, you're taking that commercial value away from the NFL, and they're going to sue you. So do you get it? You do those 4 different things. You totally transform the art. You use public art. You use only as little a portion of the art as possible.
let me know if
and
that's
finally,
better.
you don't take the commercial value of the other person's art away with your art. Now, some of you fair use geeks out there are going to say, Ian, what about the fair use factors you talk about in your videos all the time? Did you leave those out? And the answer is absolutely not. Those fair use factors I talk about are shortcuts to qualify for fair use. So if you do critique, commentary, news reporting, education, you add value and you use a small portion of the copyrighted material, that is a shortcut to qualifying for fair use. If you can add value to someone else's art,
Oh man, the
and you
lag is
use it
real,
without their
guys. The
permission,
lag
let's
is
say
real.
you do a book critique. You say how bad a book is written. Or let's say you try to teach someone how to make beats like Drake and you use a small portion of that song. Then you have a very powerful argument for fair use. Now, if you want to know more about fair use and learn
It's
maybe
not
some
your connection,
secret
people. It's
techniques
my
of my
connection.
creator
I do not
clients,
know why my
you can watch my video right here or click the link in the description.
So what's going to happen to my case?
Armando, you have nothing to worry about.
All right, I am going to stop screen sharing this just because I know there is a little bit of lag. So I apologize, guys. I was trying to watch this back on my phone as well, and it's just not looking great. So I do apologize. Failed stream is what I like to call this, I guess, or whatever you want. But as long as you can hear me, it's all good. I'm just trying to watch this back to see if I'm getting anything over here. So that doesn't look too bad, or it doesn't sound too bad now. It's just a matter of you know, getting my pretty face back on the screen here. So again, I do apologize about that, guys. Again, my internet connection, I do not know why. I guess I believe it's because I'm uploading right now, and my video is almost done. It says it's got about 5 minutes left to upload. So once it's finished uploading, I will turn the camera back on, and we'll see how it goes. Or maybe we can get somebody else in here just to alleviate some of the pressure on my end. Let's see, Amazon Music.com, Amazon Music, y'all. Yeah, so, but anyways, right now I'm currently uploading a video on the OnePlus. BTech, do you have home Wi-Fi? This is actually directly connected to my router, man. I don't have my computer, my PC is directly connected from my modem to my router, so it's not a Wi-Fi connection. It's definitely not. I don't know. It's it's a Spectrum service, and I've had a lot of issues in the past. And a lot of my recent live streams have not been great, and that's because I stream at nighttime when there's a lot less people active at nighttime. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like we got Mr. Gigabit Internet over here. Let's join him on the stream, make it a little better. Hopefully, it doesn't look super nasty over here. Whoa!
Yeah. What's good, man?
How bad is this looking over here?
I ain't looking at nothing except for your profile picture, so.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's why I'm just like, looks like we got CV Tech in the house also. Wow, long time no see, Mr. CV Tech. How's it going?
Yeah, I just got up in here, bro. What's good with it?
All right,
so yeah, you look.
You
look fine.
Blurry. Are you sure?
No, you don't look blurry. Let me take a picture.
No, it's gonna start doing it right now. I can already see the little signal drop on my end, so we'll see.
Still looks the same to me.
It still looks the same. All right, maybe it'll stay like that for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How you doing, man?
How's it going? Not much. Enjoyed my day off. So
yeah.
Just here live. CV Tech, let me know if you want in on the action. I'll send you a live stream link also if you want to join in tonight.
Hey, what's good, Michael? What it do, brother?
So Michael Loke over here, brother.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Now, I was gonna say you look blurry again. You look a little more blurry, but you still look perfectly fine.
No, it's dropping. It's dropping.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's definitely dropping.
It's dropping. That's all right. I'm uploading a video right now, and it's like at 98%. So I'm just like, I'm hoping that it.
Yeah, just wait till it finishes.
Yeah, I'll wait until it finishes. So right now we'll just turn on my ticker over here. You know what I mean? Get that going for everyone that's interested over here. Anyone that wants to donate to the channel, basically. Let's see. Jeffrey Hallman, it's late here. I don't know where you're from, Jeffrey, but welcome to the chat. Must be on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Okay, let me send you a link.
I think I'm about to buy Cyberpunk again for my Stadia.
Can't you just play it on like your Xbox instead?
I'd rather play it on Stadia because I heard there's less issues on Stadia.
I have never played the game.
And I heard it perform better because I got a 1S. So I ain't got no Series X. I heard it's garbage on the 1S. So I ain't trying to do that.
I have I don't have an Xbox anymore, so I can't say anything, but I have the PS4 still, which seems to work just fine. So I'm just like, it's whatever. Yeah. I'll eventually download it if it's on sale one of these days. And for like $20, I'll download it maybe.
So God, Cyberpunk is $60. It was like $30 before.
Probably during the holidays, they probably had it marked down.
I guess that kind of rules out me getting Cyberpunk for now, at least. Damn, y'all niggas tripping, bro.
Sure, it'll be fine.
I'm sure what will be fine.
I'm sure the game will be fine on Stadia.
Yeah, but $60, bro. What y'all doing?
I know.
I have a hard enough problem paying $50 and $40 for a game.
I mean, it's pretty crazy. I think it's amazing how expensive video games are still in like 2021. You know what I mean? Like, why can't they just do $20 games? They would probably make way much more money. You know what I mean? Off that than $60, $70 games. And plus, you want the deluxe edition. You got to pay for all that DLC over here, and it's just like, oh my god,
Fortnite.
the creators of Fortnite, you know, they're geniuses because you can play the game for free, literally. But it's like if you want those add-ons, you just pay extra, and that's it. You know what I mean? Same thing for like PUBG and like all those other shooter games that, you know, again.
Warzone.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The lime lateness depends on which. Let's see. Funny thing in America, the lime lateness depends on which 4 time zones you are in. We're Central Time over here. Central Time in Texas.
Yep, Central Time over here.
All right, so the video is processing now. So let me go ahead and turn on my camera back on. Let's see if we get any.
Turn on your camera back on.
Got one viewer over here, Michael Lokier, the lone viewer over here on the chat. But thanks for joining in. Looks like CV Tech said he would join in a little bit though, so we'll see if he decides to join in. Haven't heard from him in a while, so
yeah, me neither.
It'll be good to hear his voice.
Mm-hmm. I ain't heard from that dude in a minute either.
What's up with you, man? How did your stream go? I was probably in it for probably like the first like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. And then I ended up stepping out so I can finish a movie that I was watching on HBO Max, which was the new Justice League movie over here.
What's that?
It was good. I mean, it's really long.
No, I said, what is that?
You've never heard of the Justice League?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, there you go. I was like, Google. Oh, here we go.
I ain't heard about that movie.
Oh, here we go. We got another guest here over here. And we'll go ahead and add him to the stream.
That was good.
How's it going? How's it going, RJ?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. How's it going?
It's going okay on my end. I mean, can't complain. I was enjoying a day off today, and I was just telling Latrell that I was watching the new Justice League movie over here. And it was long. I mean, it's almost a 5-hour movie. You literally have to watch that in parts. Yeah, it's long. It's a director's cut film. That's why. So I'm just like,
bro, an hour-long movie be long enough for me. I just hate movies because it's so much dedication.
Yeah. And how's it going with you, Mr. RJ? How's everything over there on the East Coast, brother?
It's going okay. Getting a little warm, but.
Oh yeah, we just got a little cold front over here in South Texas, and it's a crisp. I want to say 60 degrees right now. Let me check my weather app over here.
God,
64 degrees. Let's go ahead and show that on picture here. 64 degrees on my new OnePlus device, by the way. Flexing over here.
I forgot my door upstairs. I was going back down, but I forgot.
Nah, it's good. But anyways, yeah, I mean, for the most part, like, a long time no hear from you, buddy. How's it going? I mean, it seems like you've been a little MIA from YouTube for the YouTube game for a while. So I just wanted to see what's up, checking up on you, you know?
Yeah, I haven't really been uploading much. I mean, I got plenty of stuff to upload, plenty of stuff to make. I got tons of videos I need to. I'm getting way behind right now, and updates on, my OnePlus Nord. My S21 Ultra here, and other things. I got stuff that was sent to unbox and review and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get to it. And it's just lately, it's just been kind of one of those. It's really hard to work in a room with no ventilation. I mean, whenever it's like 90 degrees in here, when you get on the LED, well, it's not that hot in here, but I mean, you get the LED light on, and that thing's bearing down on you. It's just, and I'm very heat sensitive anyway. Yeah. So, once I start, it's just awful. So usually you can make one video. If you got it set to make 3 or 4 or 5, and make them in bulk, because a lot of times, I make my videos in bulk. I'll do like 5 in a row, and I'll upload them on dedicated days instead of instead of making a video, uploading it, releasing it, and then waiting until another day. I'll just do it in bulk, so it's just faster and easier. But once you get one video done, it's like you're so hot that you like, okay, I can't, because this little room just has no air input.
No good ventilation is what you're saying,
yes.
Right? Oh, okay.
It's humid. You can hardly breathe.
I can relate a little bit. Yeah, I could relate a little bit. I was at my studio / office today. I call it B-Tech Studios over here, I guess. It looks like I'm starting to lag again. Hold on. Turn off my camera. And it's in an office building where I don't control the thermostat or temperature usually, right? So today, even though it was the weekend, nobody was there. Like I could have probably like lowered the thermostat to get the AC on, but sometimes the vent that's like where I shoot my videos, like it's literally the wall's right next to a vent, and it makes like a little bit of noise. So I'd rather choose just to keep it off so that I don't get any of that background noise. You know what I mean? And then from there, today I was there and it was, it was a little stuffy in the room, but it wasn't like too crazy, I guess. And that's because the weather was nice today. Again, it was like maybe in the low 70s all day. So I was really appreciating the nicer weather today in South Texas. But like yesterday, it was maybe like 95 degrees and it's barely March. So I'm just like, like we're already kind of suffering we're already starting to get a little bit of a hint towards that summer heat over here. And it's just, well, it's getting, hopefully it's not too bad, but I'm hoping at least we can enjoy a little bit of cooler weather until like at least May, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know here for the past few days it's been in the low 80s, which is I mean, last year we got snow on the 1st of April, and this year we are we've been in the 80s, but we already had tornado warnings and threats and some severe storms over here, and then this coming up week. Towards the end of the week, we're going to be back down in the 20s at night. We're going to be in the 50s and 40s in the day. So we're in that time of the year around here where it's like, one day you're cold with the heat on, next day you're hot with the air on. So, and then before finally, usually, we have these little warm ups and then it slaps us cold again. And then, but it's like once we have that last little bit of cold or comfortable cool weather, the heat slaps us and we're stuck with it for like 6 months. So, usually it's October before we start getting any kind of cool down. So,
it's about to be 66 here Saturday.
Oh man, you must be dying.
Shut up, bro.
You must be dying in that 66 degree heat. I'm enjoying it. I'm like, wow, this is beautiful weather. Like,
66 degree weather.
I mean, man. I know that's hot.
That's enough cold for you. That's enough. Oh god,
man, you're probably walking around in flip flops over there in 66 degree weather, man. like shirtless and everything like that. In a muscle shirt, probably.
I ain't like these other clowns out here. Right?
Oh gosh.
Here in North Carolina, we have all 4 seasons in one day. I mean, we wake up in the morning, it's like a little touch of winter. Then around mid morning, it's like fall. Then afternoon, it's like summer, and then back to fall again by the evening. And so we have like pretty much all 4 seasons, certain times of the year. And so you gotta kind of.
That was Texas that one week.
Gosh.
You must have been dying over there.
Mostly because I had no power. If I would have had power, I would have been completely fine. But the fact is, we had no power. We had no power for
this dude over here talking about he wearing 2 socks because his feet too cold.
Shit, I was almost wearing 3 pairs of socks, bro. Almost wearing 3 pairs of socks because my feet were chilly, and I couldn't take warm showers either because our power was out. Yeah. So at least our water was running, you know what I mean? And I was lucky enough to have
clean water.
Yeah. But. Well, yeah. Well, I think, I think we didn't have any water issues for our city. I think the city over had water issues because their water system, electrical area got shut off or whatever when the power went out. But ours stayed on. Like only half the town, like literally was out without power. So luckily we had like okay water. It's not like I was drinking it either way. We were just drinking like bottles of water or whatever. But as far as showering, everything was fine. Like no contamination. I didn't have to worry about anything like that.
That's dope. Hey, you saw my live stream. Did you see what I ordered?
Oh yeah, did you end up ordering that little like flip book thing or whatever it's called?
Flip book.
The next book or whatever.
Yeah, here, let me show you.
You can do a screen share if you want.
All right.
Don't forget to smash that like button if you guys are joining in, by the way.
All right, my screen is being shared right about now.
Going over here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw it in. Don't worry. Here we go.
All right.
Kenosha. Kenosha.
Yes, sir.
Got Mr. Andy Logan in the house. What's going down, Andy Logan? Thanks for joining in today.
So as you'll see here, hello, Trill Jennings. Thank you for your pre-order. And then it shows right there I ordered the next dock.
So you just paid like a deposit or what? Like it says paid today $100. Like do you pay the rest of it when it actually gets shipped or what?
Yeah, basically it said April. I don't know when in April, but it's early April. So I'm just waiting for them to take that money out of my account. I've never been so excited to be a little bit more broke.
Well, I think that's like an interesting like little device that you're ordering. I mean, especially since you're like pretty much like Samsung. I mean, all of your Samsung devices hopefully should work on it, right?
Yeah, and like I didn't only get it for like, you know, just DeX. Like I said, I mean, I bought it in with the intent to like plug it in my what is it called? Maybe my Chromecast with Stadia, because you know I got my Stadia right here, but I mean like my Fire Stick and all that.
I never got my Stadia, sadly. That promotion that was going on, they screwed me over big, man.
I think I'm gonna order another Stadia, bro.
That's cool.
Oh, I don't know why. I guess I did order it.
There we go, Team Pixel over here, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna order it, bro.
Not me, sadly. Google has not recognized me as a Pixel user just yet. So
wait, CV Tech, you're on Team Pixel, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
What's going down, Castle Gaming?
Yeah, I was very surprised by that email a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, your hard work paid off.
I mean, somebody that never used a Pixel or a Nexus or anything ever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've kind of put the Pixel down for a little bit. I'm using my S21 Ultra as a main. However, I'm kind of going back and forth with my T-Mobile, Ultra Mobile SIM cards, kind of going back and forth between the OnePlus Nord N10 and the Pixel 5. So Pixel 5 is still definitely being used every single day, just not with service on it at the moment. So
that's all good. I have several devices that are just sitting here that I use, with or without service. You know what I mean? I'll just kind of jump back and forth also.
There's about 3 phones I use on an average. That's the Galaxy, the Pixel 5, and the OnePlus. So you got the Nord N100, you said?
Yeah, I just got it today at Best Buy. It was about $179 plus tax. You can tell that it's a fingerprint magnet already. Yeah, pretty inexpensive. Although I can kind of comment on, or I can kind of tell why it's an inexpensive device now. It's not very snappy. It's not a very snappy phone, I'll tell you that much. I mean, it's a very nicely built phone itself, but it's something I'll go over in the actual review, right? But it's, for the most part, it's it's a very solid device. I mean, again, it's not going to be for someone that's going to want like the snappiest of phones. Like if you want like a very good snappy budget phone, I would recommend like something like the A21s or the A20, or like even like the Pixel 4a. You know what I mean? But it's a good phone regardless. Like I'll have to mention its strong points and then its weaknesses, obviously. So and it's my first OnePlus phone, and I wanted to get it just because I was like, well, I know this company's been around for quite a while already. So, and I've never actually used any of their devices, so I had to try one out.
Well, that's kind of like me with the N10 5G. I got mine from B&H Photo. I actually pre-ordered it, and I got a $50 gift card with B&H.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty cool. And I paid $299 for the N10 5G and $50 gift card. So basically, around $250.
It's really good. $250 with taxes, yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, the N10 5G is, in my opinion, the best phone you will buy for that price, $300.
For $300.
In my opinion, you can't. I mean, it has the 690G processor, 6 gigabytes of RAM, plenty of storage. I mean, the cameras are fantastic. The screen is good. Stereo speak. I mean, honestly, I have not had a single issue with speed. It's just been awesome.
Hey, did you get the
Android,
what is it, 11 update? Is it 11 that's out? or is it?
No,
12
well
or
on
10?
this
I don't even know.
specific
I don't even know
device,
what the latest Android version is. That's
yeah. So no, it's 11. Right now, this device is only running on Android 10, I believe. So like, if you like look, if I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Android version 10 right there.
Yeah.
So and it's running on Oxygen, which again, this is not my favorite skin or theme. I guess. I mean, it's a pretty almost stock like Android for the most part. It doesn't really. I don't really see a lot of major key differences. I mean,
I'll
it's
show you here.
it is what it is. I don't like the fact that I can't put it on a dark theme though. You know what I mean? Like even though it's Android 10, I can't turn on dark theme.
Yeah, you can.
Seriously?
Not on mine. Show me
I'll
where.
Yeah.
Show
Go
me
to the
where.
settings real quick.
All right, because it's not under display settings. That's why.
No, it's not there.
No, of
I'll
course.
show you where.
Was it?
No,
It's
kind of tricky
It's
to find.
unnecessarily complicated.
yeah, show me because this hurts the heck out of my eyes, dude.
All
Honestly.
right, I would. Can you make your screen bigger?
Y'all?
Go to
No, I mean like
customization.
enlarge your screen for me.
Like enlarge my screen. You mean
Yeah,
this one right
screen,
here? Hold on, give me a second here. This one like that.
So yeah, scroll down to scroll to the
Gosh,
top
yeah.
of me.
So now I clicked something by accident. So Wi-Fi
All
is
right. So go to customization.
customization. Okay. All
Preset.
right.
Preset theme.
Preset thing. Oh, of course. There we go. So stupid. So it's going to be Nuance Dark or whatever. Nuance Dark.
Yeah, something like
The
that.
heck, really? Okay, there you go. Boom. There you go.
It's
This is
dumb.
why I have my tech buddies over here because they're smarter than me when it comes to this stuff.
Hey, I had
looked-
to look on
look,
Google to find that out.
yeah,
I mean,
you'd think
I
it would
went
be
through-
under display settings though. Like so complicated. That's so
Yeah,
much
and
better.
look, they changed it on Android 11. So now you see there's no. Oh wait, no, there is a customization. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
My bad. So accent color.
Oh, this
Actually,
looks
no,
so
it might
much
not
better.
be under here.
This looks so much better.
Okay, I was wrong. So it is under display now. I don't know if you see that or not. Dark
Yeah.
mode sitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I-
so
I
weird.
looked-
Oh, and it's a turn on automatically.
Hold on,
Finally,
there you go.
finally a turn on automatically option here.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
in Android 10 because I don't like dark mode in the day.
I love dark mode all the time, man. Honestly, white mode hurts
I
the
hate
crap
it.
out of my
This
eyes.
is how I do it. Turn on automatically and then from sunrise.
So
to
during the day
sunset.
you'll have it on white, and then at nighttime you'll have dark mode on. That's pretty cool. It looks like we got Tech Twan B in the house. How's it going, Tech Twan?
What's going on with Tech 1B?
He's just saying
Yeah,
what's
man.
up.
Yeah, the OnePlus Nord. It's not Android 10, and I gotta make a correction. It wasn't a 690G, it's 690. Yeah, this is supposed to only get one major software update, which is kind of I wish it was going to get at least Android 12 because
Mhm.
Especially
honestly-
this with a 765G, man. They tripping.
yeah,
So
I
look
mean-
at that right there. 765G, and they can't even put another update on there. 12 gigs
Yeah.
of RAM.
what phone is yours?
That's
Yours
the
is
regular Nord.
Oh, regular Nord. Yes, I mean the N10 5G it came with Android 10, which honestly I like Android 10. I didn't see much of a difference between Android 10 and 11, but I hear they're going to overhaul 12. So I was kind of hoping it was going to get at least two, going from
No.
10 to 12. But yeah,
No, 11 got the overhaul. This is like more like One UI now. You see how different that looks right there?
oh yeah.
Yeah, with here, let me show you a more extreme example. Let's see. Trying to find something real quick for you. Maybe the camera? Nah, not really. Calculator? I mean, I guess it kind of looks more different here,
Calculator. Mhm.
but you got the big old, headline.
This is what my calculator looks like on the OnePlus
Yeah,
N100.
way different.
Super different.
And if I do 1+1, did you know about that? If you do 1+1,
What, 1+1? What
oh,
does it
does it
do?
give you the Easter egg? Or you type it in your calculator?
Let me see. 1+1.
Just
All
never settle.
right, hold on. Let me get the equal sign ready over here.
Or maybe it's something different. You got
Nah, I don't know. I didn't know there was an Easter egg. How about just 1+ and then just leave it there and see what happens?
Oh yeah, hit enter.
Hit equals or what? Oh yeah,
yeah.
Never settle. That's funny. Yeah.
My calculator says 1 + 1, 2. That says 2.
No, you just got to put 1 plus.
You just got to put
without
1 plus and then equals. Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
Okay, there it is. Nice.
I never really used developer mode.
Too. I didn't know that.
Slack Rex, man. I don't know who this guy is, but thanks for joining in. This guy seems like he's very knowledgeable on the stuff over here. Mr. Andy Logan says he's just chilling, so him and Tectwan B saying hi to
Andy Logan. How's it going?
Everything is different. Everything.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking about getting another OnePlus device just to compare, but we'll see.
I don't know why. Oh, it is showing my local time, Chicago.
I'm gonna have to use my Affirm credit over here just to see what's going down, so I can just order a bunch of stuff to unbox.
Oh my God, Affirm! I had
Affirm, yeah.
Actually, no, I do have Affirm, but I don't use it.
Yeah. Well, every time I use it, I don't really see a hit on my credit score at all. Actually, so like,
I just use my debit card. So
yeah. No, I mean for sure. If you have the cash, use it. But me, like, I'll probably order a couple things and then just pay it off slowly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pull a Graham Stephan.
Yeah, pull a Graham Stephan. Make sure you use your credits and then just pay it off.
Yep.
I've been watching his videos. He made a vlogging channel now, I think, called the Stephamily or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. So he's gonna start vlogging now, dude. It's just pretty crazy that like his iced coffee hour.
4 channels.
That's 4 channels. Yeah, he's going crazy, man. I mean, but that's good, dude. He's making money. So he just hit 3 million subs on his other channel. So.
Oh, that's dope.
I would love to. I had never had my hands on the OnePlus 7 Pro, but I remember that device. It was a very good-looking device. I was never a fan of like the T versions or the T series versions of those phones. I guess they don't look good to me. That's why.
Hey, the 7 Pro was the first time I seen a OnePlus in person. My friend had one.
Oh yeah.
And I actually seen it. I was like, damn, that 120 hertz was nice. And then I got over it. So. That was the first time and the last time I seen a OnePlus in real life. Yeah. I was like, people actually use these things.
I think the diehard community of Android people are the ones that use it. You know what I mean? I feel like they're the people that use the Nexus devices that kind of just like transferred over because they didn't care for the Pixel devices. I don't know. What are your thoughts on OnePlus devices, CVTech? Since you've had a lot more experience than me, obviously.
Well. Actually, I've only owned one Plus device. That's the N10 5G.
Damn.
And I never bought one, and I always wanted to try one. The only One Plus that ever wanted was the Star Wars edition. What was it? The One Plus 5 or something like that, or I can't remember which one it was. But it was a Star Wars edition. I wanted that thing so bad. It was expensive, but anyway. Then I just they kind of fell off the radar for me. And then when I seen when I was browsing B&H Photo. And I seen coming soon, the OnePlus Nord N10 5G. Man, these names are getting longer for phones.
Sure.
But when I seen the specs, you know, I mean, this phone works on all carriers. So I can use it on Verizon, use it on anything. And when I seen it and what it offered for the price, I thought, okay, this is going to be my first OnePlus, and I am not disappointed at all. I mean, it works. I mean, it does everything. Honestly, for what I use my phone for, you know, I don't see anything from this flagship, from this Samsung I'm using right now. I mean, it's just an awesome phone. So my thoughts on OnePlus, if all phones are like that, but better, then.
I mean, for sure. I mean, I definitely would like to get my hands on one of their flagship devices, and that's because that's just they're probably their top mid-range phone. You know what I mean? Or I mean, maybe there's more. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I mean, I know they're starting to get more into the mid-range game. You know, as far as like the phones that they're putting out now. So I'm just like, well, hey, man, why not compete with the Samsungs and the Pixel 4As and whatnot? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro, that's getting into flagship territory there. I mean, $1,000 for the OnePlus 9 Pro.
Yeah.
$700 and something for the OnePlus 9, and they look nice. I mean, I've seen some camera comparisons, with the S21 Ultra, the iPhone 12s, and the OnePlus 9 or 9 Pro, whatever. And I know it's got that partnership with Hasselblad. It's supposed to be a top-notch camera company, whatever. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, but you're not going to get just such a good image out of such a small sensor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think everybody's expecting these cell phones to take the highest quality shots possible, but they'll never be DSLR quality. Because I mean, you look at the lens size of a DSLR, and then you look at the lens size on a cell phone. That's where I look at the 4K and the 8K that you can record it. I'm like, you're not going to get that true, because the lens is so small.
Yeah.
So I think
it has the limitations, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what you're going for, right? So, yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that, you're never going to get amazing. I mean, some people can. Some people can do amazing things with what they have, right? But you're right. I mean, I agree that and this goes for pretty much all smartphones, right? That most of them are not going to have what you would see in a mirrorless camera, or again, even as you said, a DSLR that has interchangeable lenses, that you can go and you can buy, cinema type lenses on these DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, and they work wonders, man. And that's why so many people are buying these new Sony A cameras, and if people are investing in Canon, the R series cameras, just because they're so good at what they do now, you know what I mean? And it's just crazy, like the stuff that you're able to put out with them, pretty much. So.
I mean, if you got just say that I took my OnePlus, cost $300.
Mm-hmm.
I took it outside on a nice clear day, and I put it beside my S21 Ultra.
Yeah. And
took a picture of the same thing on a tripod in auto mode and put them online and said, which one's which? I mean, odds are, unless you're really, you're probably not going to tell much of a difference. And and that's the thing. You're going to see more in different kind of lighting and low lighting, and of course you can tell the difference doing certain things. But cameras are getting so good now. Even I remember one of our budget phones, their cameras were trash. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you bought a phone for $100, $200, and the camera was junk. But now you can get a phone like the Moto G Stylus 2021 model. It costs $180. Yeah. That camera looks fantastic. I mean, so
what it is,
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, you don't have to buy. I mean, if you're wanting a good camera, there's no need, in my opinion, to buy a phone with $1,000+ to get a good camera anymore. Yeah. I mean, you look at the Pixel 4a, $349, and it has one of it's top notch camera quality. Even with one lens, that one lens does wonders for a phone that costs $350. Mm-hmm. So. I mean, it's just not really a argument anymore. I mean, sure, with the phone that costs $1,000+, yeah, you get the 888, you get 12 gigabytes of RAM, you got all the storage, you get the AMOLEDs and the 120 hertz and stuff like that. But to the average user, they want a phone that just works, and works well. So, and there's plenty of them out there right now that's $200, $300-$400. It's gonna really be what I would say the majority people is going to be satisfied with, and that's why I would recommend something like the OnePlus or the Pixel over anything that's expensive any day, because I've used a lot of phones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've used a ton of phones, and just for my everyday, just playing games. Yeah, which I only play one game, which is Asphalt 9. It plays no better or no worse on the OnePlus Nord $300. It plays no better, no worse than the S21 Ultra or the Pixel 5 or any of these phones. So, I mean, streaming YouTube or listening to music, or watching movies and or on your Instagram, Twitter, you tell no difference. I mean, it's half a second faster opening the app. Big deal.
I mean, a lot of people don't notice that, you know what I mean? I mean, especially if you're coming from an older phone, right? You know what I mean? I totally agree. These mid-range devices have gotten so good now, and I'm not I can't say much because I'm sporting an iPhone 12 mini over here, you know what I mean? Which that's a flagship level phone, right? That's not a flex. Sorry, Latrell, I don't have I don't got what you got over there, right? But But no, like, you know, to me, this is a very, very solid device, even though it's only like $800. You know, it's not a flip phone, obviously, or anything like that. But like, I'm so satisfied with what I get out of this device that like it makes me not want to go back to using Android. But you know, being able to use phones like the Pixel 4a, or even phones like the T-Mobile Revel 5G, which, you know, it's been sitting here. I haven't really been using it because I've been putting my SIM card into other phones, or even phones like the TCL 10 Pro, right? Which that phone I give to my dad. You know, I was super impressed with those. You know, these are mid-range, under the $500 device phones that pretty much do everything you need them to do. You know what I mean? Minus the few key features, right? Like, you know, you're not going to get NFC on some of these devices. You're not going to get wireless charging. You're not going to get, you know, you're not going to get OLED screens on all of them with a 90 hertz refresh rate or 120 hertz refresh rate. You know, not a lot of people are going to notice that. You know, you're not going to get that 4K or, you know, whatever 2 point whatever K display. Which again, like how good is your eyesight to where you can tell? Like, I mean, honestly, like some of these devices that I'm buying, they have 720p displays. You know what I mean? And you know, you won't be able to tell if you're streaming on YouTube or if you're watching Hulu or Netflix. You're not going to be able to tell because you're watching on such a small screen. It's like, really, you have to have like the best vision ever to just notice anything. Now, of course, like given, you know, granted, like, you know, if you're going from an OLED to like, you know, an IPS display or like an LCD, you know, the you know, the screen does tend to wash out. You know, if you're watching it at an angle or something like that, you can't really tell with this phone, which goes to show, you know, even though this has an LCD display, you know, it's still looking pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, and it's nice, bright and vivid, and, you know, it's not hurting my eyes. Obviously, you can tell when you look at an OLED compared to one of these screens, though, because the blacks are much richer and truer. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, and again, you know, if you don't care for 5G, you don't need a 5G phone. I mean, LTE is still, you know, very, very relevant in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you know, and you know, most phones, you know, I can deal with. You know, now today I actually was setting up a Galaxy A10e. You know, I thought that out for a while. So, you know, super budget phone, and I was getting a little irritated with it. I was getting very irritated with it. But the person that I was setting it up for, they had one before, and they and so I was setting it up, changing everything for. And I was like, oh my goodness, how do you use this phone? I mean, you know, I know that if you never really used a more powerful device, then you might not even notice it unless you use a more powerful device. But yeah, so that's how it was for me for such a long time. Because I mean, honestly, I was, I'm still primarily a budget phone channel with some mid-range phone in there, occasionally a flagship phone in there.
Yeah.
And whenever I was using the budget phones, I never, even now, I could use the Pixel 4a every day as a daily phone, and I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Okay. I got the S21 Ultra. It's a top-notch 88, 12 gigabytes. It's got all the bells and whistles. But I could go back to the Pixel 4a or my OnePlus Nord that cost I mean, I could buy 4 OnePlus Nords for what I paid for this Samsung.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could use that phone every single day, and I would not miss the S21 Ultra at all. I mean,
yeah.
I got it, so I'm going to use it. I'm paying for it, so I'm going to use it. But
for sure,
the thing is I can use the Pixel 4a every day. It wouldn't bother me. The OnePlus Nord, it's cool. I think a lot of these features is it's a want versus need thing. Some phones need certain things. And I'm hearing people say that if a phone don't have 120 hertz, it's irrelevant. I'm thinking, that's not the new standard. We went how many years with 60 hertz, and nobody cared until the first 120 hertz or 90 hertz came out.
Yeah.
And now it's like it's the standard. I'm thinking, no, you don't need 100. It's nice, but you don't need it. I mean, it's a want thing. So, that's just like a lot of other things. The essential things that phones have had for years, they're getting rid of, but we know why they're getting rid of the headphone jack, because they're pushing the Galaxy Buds and the Pixel Buds. Why they're getting rid of this, that, and the other. It's because they're wanting, the people are still going to buy those, because they are part of the brand. So it's like, why move the headphone jack for those who want a headphone jack whenever people are still going to buy your AirPods or your Galaxy Buds or whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
They want to be. They want to be in that. They want to be in the system, so they want to buy those products. But there's just a lot of things. I mean, how much? We got foldable phones now, which are cool. I mean, it's not really for me per se. I mean, but it's like, how much further can we go? I mean, phones are so blooming fast now. You can do anything from your cell phone, anything. So it's like, how much further can you really go? I mean, prices keep jumping up on phones. It's like, this year they had this, so it's like, it's $1,250. Next year, what are they going to do? Bump the camera up a little bit more, give it a little more resolution. I mean, and then going to add more money to that phone. You think that you got to have that phone. I mean, there's not that much more they can do in my eyes. Now, I could be completely wrong. Y'all might have different ideas. But it's like, where does it end? Because, I know that I've heard some YouTubers say, the foldable phones or like the tablet phones, like the what is the Z Fold 2 is the future, and it may very well be, but not everybody's going to want one of them phones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, it would be too big and clunky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, are they nice looking? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're very functional for what they do, you know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, it's preference, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I prefer a slab phone, and I prefer like the candy bar style phone. There's times I like the smallness and compactness of a Pixel 5 or a 4A. There's times I like the gigantic 6.8-inch display here on the S21 Ultra. So I mean, that's why I got phones I go back and forth with. So I mean, I guess they're just gonna keep on making them faster, giving them, and there's just a lot of things that that I can speak on when it comes to cell phones and how far they've came over the past several years.
You got to start live streaming again, buddy.
I know, man. Well, right now I'm stuck with a car with no battery. I've had my Kia for a year, and I think I have a dead cell in my battery. So I got to get a battery.
Does it still have warranty? Some batteries have like 4 to 5 year warranty, depending on where you get them.
Well, the car's brand new.
Oh, if the car's new, then you just got to take it back to the dealership and they'll replace it. They usually give you.
It won't get there. It won't get there.
Jumpstart it, brother. So have someone help you jumpstart it. Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. I had to get it inspected, right? So I went out there, turned the key, nothing. Jumpstarted it, took it to the inspection place, cut it off for 5 minutes, turned the key, click, nothing.
Yeah.
Jumped it off again, brought it home, put it on a charger. It got to 71%. It wouldn't charge anymore.
It's probably so.
Yeah, we unplugged it, plugged it back in. The battery said 0%. So, and I got a manual. So the only time you will choke it down is when you got a bad battery. And my dealership is about 30 miles away. So if something was to happen, I'm stuck. So I want to contact Kia and find out what my options are, because I'm telling you, batteries are freaking expensive.
Yeah, they are. They're about $200 nowadays for the most part.
Yeah. And honestly, I got on a bunch of websites and put in my car's, selected my car, and nobody carries my car's battery. Everything says not available for your car, not available for your. I'm like,
that's kind of weird.
Seriously? Yeah, very weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 2019 Kia Forte. I mean,
the thing is, like, it should still be under warranty. Like, I bought a 2019 Hyundai Veloster in 2018, and the battery went dead on it last year, like before the holidays. And I called up the like one of my closest Hyundai dealership, and I was like, "Hey, here's my VIN number, yada yada yada." I was like, "What's the warranty on the battery?" Because it's not starting. They're like, "Yeah, bring it in, and we'll check it out." Like, it says they have a 3-year warranty on new cars. That's why, and that goes for like paint or like any cosmetic issues as well. You know what I mean? So I mean, I would get it checked out, obviously, but it's just the drive for you, getting it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, my car has an extended one. I purchased extended, so I got like I think I got a 10-year, 100,000 mile bumper to bumper, and I got a lifetime powertrain.
You got that extended warranty, huh? That's why everybody keep calling you. That's why they keep calling you. Your car extended warranties.
Not those robocalls.
But yeah, I mean, I think I had a 5-year 60,000, and the only reason why I got the extended warranty was because it was something to do with my payment and interest, stuff like that. Was like, yeah, just slap on the extended warranty, so 10-year, 100,000, and I also got like I said, I got a lifetime powertrain. So I mean, that car's gonna last.
Kia and Hyundai probably throw out the best warranties on their vehicles. Like Hyundai, I think gives you like a 10-year powertrain warranty, and for most other parts, it's like 5 years, I think, or like 100,000 miles. I've had my car for about going on 3 years, and I have a little less than 25,000 miles on it already. But like anything that's been happening to it, like my battery died, so they replaced it for free. The AC on it went out. I don't know how that happened. There's something with I think the compressor on it died or something like that, so it wasn't cooling properly, and that's because my car has auto climate. So when I was taking it to get the battery checked, that's when the AC went out, and I was like, hey, I noticed on the way over here that my AC is not working. You know what I mean? Properly. So they checked it out, and they're like, oh yeah, but we have to special order a part. Sucky though, because they had to it took like 2 or 3 weeks for that part to come in, and they never called me, and I was like, dude, you know what I mean? I'm over here driving. I'm over here in South Texas driving without AC, and it was November. Okay, first of all, it's November, right? But the thing is, it was still like in the low 90s for the most part on a good day. You know what I mean? So we were still suffering through heat, and keep in mind, I drive 30 minutes to work going and coming. So I commute about an hour when I go to work. So I was having to drive with the windows open on the highway, and it was just not a fun experience, if you know what I mean. So you need that AC about 9 months out of the year then. Yeah, pretty much, dude. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for the most part, they took care of it, and I haven't had any issues since then, luckily. So I mean, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that if something does happen, it happens before, I think, the end of October, because that's when my 3-year warranty goes out. So I'm just like, damn, I hope that something happens where it's just that they'll pay for it and I'll have to cover it,
Yeah, I know with me, I got lucky because when I went to get my 2019, they was offering the free the lifetime powertrain warranty. I mean, if I drive at 500,000 miles and the motor goes out, I pay $100, I get a new motor. Yeah. So I mean, and so that car is going to be in my possession until the wheels fall off. I mean, I'm not trading. I mean, it's a good 4-door, mid-size little compact car.
Oh yeah, they're very popular. I mean, you say it was a Kia Forte, right?
Yeah, it's like it's got all the options I really want. It's a manual. I mean, they're getting harder to find.
Not a lot of people drive stick nowadays, and yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Most car companies, a lot of them are not throwing out manual transmissions anymore. Which I know how to drive manual transmission. I know. I mean, yes, Latrell, I know how to drive a stick, by the way, because he made a post on Facebook a while back, talking smack over here, talking smack.
I love a straight gear
right now.
Anyways, yeah, no, I love driving stick also, but I kind of got away from it after the first 5 years of me driving, just because I was like, nah, I just got kind of tired of it. And when I finally got an automatic vehicle, I was like, oh, there's so many things I can do now. I'm over here texting with 3 phones, while driving and everything like that. Just kidding. I normally don't text and drive unless I'm at a stop.
Yeah, I'm wanting to get a truck. I'm saying if I get a truck, it's going to be automatic. That's for sure going to be automatic. Because I had a older 4-wheel drive with a manual, and it was fun. But with the truck, I just preferred automatic. But I've had so many. I've had automatics. I've had manuals, and I guess I'm kind of burnt on automatics because I've had so many cars with automatics that they went out so early, and I was like, you know what, screw this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so expensive, to replace automatic transmission. Where most of the time, if you treat a manual good, it's going to last. The clutch might go out. You might
it's usually just the clutch. Yeah,
and that's a whole lot
cheaper.
$100
though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's in a warranty. So I mean, it's gonna. But it's a good car. I'm satisfied with it. I love the way it drives, gas mileage. I know mid-30s.
Oh yeah.
So
all day. Yeah.
I mean, shoot. I mean. If you got a good one, mean, like I said, I mean, since I was 16 years old, I probably had 25 cars. I mean,
25 cars. That's great.
Literally, I traded like every single year. I bought 2 cars, 3 cars, and I mean, that's where all my money went to when I was, in construction work, was buying cars. I was addicted to buying cars.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, you know what? I made so many financial screw ups in my past with vehicles. I'm like, I got 1 car now. If I get a vehicle, I'm gonna want to pay cash for it. Like a truck, I want to pay cash for it. Like something used, and that way there's no payments. And I'm done because I'm like I was car broke for many years, and
it's understandable.
When I figured out over my head, I was like, you know what, this is over. So I think there's a lot more I can do with money than pay on a vehicle. It's going to depreciate and that can be worse than nothing. So this car here was a lifetime powertrain with a 10-year out of my warranty, bumper to bumper. I'm thinking this is going to be my car till the wheels fall off or something. So
well,
hey, if you got something that's nice, you're satisfied with it, I figure why get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I know some people that will own their cars for years and years. Like currently I have 2 vehicles. My if you follow my car YouTube channel, which I don't know if you do, but I have a 20-year-old. I have a 20-year-old, almost a 20-year-old Toyota 4Runner that has almost 3,000 miles on it. You know what I mean? So it's still running. I do need to get a little bit of work done to it. I believe there's some front suspension work I need to get done, but motor runs fine. Had a misfire earlier last year, which we fixed with just replacing some spark plugs. Yeah, that's all we did. You know what I mean? And the AC still blows cold. Surprising in South Texas over here, really. I think the only thing I really need to do again is just get that suspension worked on and maybe buy some new tires. Sure, that's really it. You know what I mean? But for now, I'm just using it to drive around the town. I'm not taking it to work as much anymore because there's so much construction going on the highway right now where I live that it's just horrible. Yeah.
It's the same way over here. They're like expanding the highway.
Horrible, dude. Yeah.
It's like 1 lane over here.
Right now,
like that for at least like 2 years. I feel like.
Yeah, so right now where I live, like there's an interchange that goes from like east to west, right? So it's like a big fork in the road. And where I go, I'm driving to work. I have to go through the interchange, and right as soon as you're getting off the interchange, it went from a 3-lane to a 2-lane. And I don't know why they're doing it. They just literally started blocking off specific areas, and they're doing it for maybe like 2 or 3 mile stretch of the road. And I'm just like, oh my God, like how do I getting to work is taking me longer now because once it merges into the 2-lane, the traffic starts slowing down. You know what I mean? People start going from like 70 to like 40 quick, you know what I mean? And everyone and there's more accidents because of it as well. So it's just a pain in the butt. And I'm like, the other day I was driving home from work and I was literally like stuck in traffic for at least a good 15-20 minutes, just getting the line going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least out there they work like 24/7. Out here they'd be like it's 6 p.m. All right, time to go.
Believe me, they do not work 24/7 in Texas, man.
Well, they do in California.
Yeah.
No, they take their time. I remember it was like a street over by my house. It took like literally at least like 5 or 6 months for them to just cover a little street. It was just in construction the whole entire time. It was so annoying, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen your 4Runner videos. I used to be looking 4Runner, man.
It's nice.
4Runner.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I've seen that too. It's the Toyota Tech.
Toyota Tech.
Yeah. I was like, man, that's a sweet looking. I mean, because I've always liked the 4Runner anyway.
Yeah.
And yours looks. I mean, for the year and the miles, it looks really nice, dude. I mean,
yeah, it's super clean. I need to wash it because it's super dirty right now. I'll probably wash it tomorrow, but like paint job's still good. Like there's no chips or any. I mean, yeah, it's got a little bit of rust here and there. It came from like Michigan or Illinois. It's from over there, by the way. It's from Kenosha. No, I'm just kidding. It's not from Kenosha, but it's from that area of the country. So there's a little bit of rust on the frame, but it's not like pointing to the bad where it's like degrading or falling or the stuff's falling apart. So I like it, and it's it's a daily driver when I'm not working. You know what I mean? I was driving it today, so it's fun to drive, and I've taken it off roading a couple times also.
Was it getting about 15 miles a gallon?
Probably less, to be honest. Maybe about like 13 miles a gallon, to be honest. In city, maybe on the highway 16. I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. Yeah, it's got to think a 16 or 17 gallon tank though. But on a full tank, I'll probably get like a good week and a half. A week and a hal's worth if I'm lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In 2007, I had a 1988 Ford F-150 4-wheel drive with a 5-liter V8. That thing got 8 miles to the gallon. Yeah. I took it to the beach one year, and I got like 13 or 14. It had like an 18-gallon tank, and I was like, "Oh God, this is killer." You know.
Quick question for you, Mike. Did you really just say Illinois with an S?
Illinois, yeah, Illinois.
You did
well,
not.
do people say?
Oh
Texas?
my God, the S is silent. You don't say Illinois with an S.
I'm not from Illinois.
I said Illinois.
Who is the proper? Okay, where in the dictionary does it say pronounce it like this? Okay, I don't know. Like I've never. If they wanted you to say Illinois, not Illinois, there would not be an S at the end. I'm just gonna. That's like saying Texas with just saying Texas, and that's it. You know what I mean? Let's just go to Texas.
Have you ever heard anybody say Chicago, Illinois?
Yeah, all the time.
I can't.
All the time.
I've always heard it as Illinois. That's what I've always called it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I call it Illinois. That's me, though. I guess.
Oh God,
that's
you're not allowed.
That's that southern Texas.
No, I don't care. You're not allowed over here.
Oh, whatever.
You can stay in Texas. You can
I'm
stay in South Texas.
I'm gonna drive my 4Runner all the way. I'll probably spend $1,000 just on gas driving from South Texas all the way to Illinois. Okay.
Oh yeah, there you go. If you can see it right, then you could come.
Looks like Michael Loke said he needed to get off, by the way. So Michael Loke, thanks for joining in on the chat today. Looks like we still got CH Gadgets over here. Thanks for joining in on the chat as well, by the way. I'm surprised that I'm on so late. It's 1 o'clock in the morning over here, 2 a.m. on CV Tech side over here.
No, I've been popping in and out. I know you saw that because I was listening to the county police scanner. Because all of a sudden, like I was going upstairs to grab my Nord, and I hear like 3 police cars just like racing past my neighborhood. I was like,
oh man, there's been some crimes going down here. I think the other day, I think it was a day or two ago, some guy like literally killed his girlfriend like in the middle of like a Walmart parking lot in front of her daughter, and the daughter was like under the age of 10, I think. Yeah, he like just went and like sliced her throat because apparently like she cheated on him or something like that. So he just went and like he went and cut her up, and then like. I think someone like shot a state trooper, like, and the guy unfortunately didn't make it. Unfortunately, down here. So
yeah, it's been some crazy stuff. Like somebody like hit their mom with a machete or something like that.
Yeah,
it's just like
I don't know. I don't know what he. Yeah, I don't know what he used. I don't know if he just used like one of these knives or whatever. But like, it's one of those deals. I guess.
I'm just like, my God, how do you go that far?
That's crazy. Some people are psycho, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, excuse me.
Yes, but and then we had the whole news about the Kaylee Juga thing, which you probably heard of before.
Have not actually.
No.
Oh, really? Just Google it. You'll see it. It happened out here. But it's basically like this dude. It was a teen romance basically, and this dude is a black dude. He shot his girlfriend. He was like 15, I think. I think he was 16 or 15, or they was somewhere around there. And then I guess he just got charged, or he just got convicted and things like that. And I don't know. It's just a whole big mess. And I just found out the dude that shot that girl is my friend's cousin.
Oh wow.
So yeah, he told him the whole thing.
That's pretty crazy.
Was like, he said I only meant to shoot her once, but she was like acting crazy and stuff like that. So I had to empty the clip. He said something along those lines. I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with this.
That's weird how it's sometimes those things are like so close to home. Like I literally remember seen something on the news like a couple years back where like an old coworker of mine, you know, granted I've worked with hundreds of people because I work in a grocery retail environment, right? So like you see new people come and go all the time, right? And this guy, apparently he was like I knew he was like, I wouldn't say crooked, but like, you knew he was like, he would, a lot, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I think he got involved in like selling or something like that. And I think he was arrested for like murder or something like that. Like, like, I don't know if he was in a gang or something, but I just know that he ended up killing a guy.
This is in McAllen?
This was probably in the same county. Yeah. It's like the city over. So I was just like, damn. And I saw his like mugshot on TV and I was like, oh my God, I work with this guy. You know what I mean? Like, and he was cool with me. Like he was always cool with me. Luckily, you know what I mean? Like I was like, I never pissed him off luckily, but like, he was real nice. Like, I'm just like, man, I can't ever see him like doing something like that. Cause he was like super chill. You know what I mean?
Kind of the same way how my parents, Kyle Rittenhouse, mom and dad. I guess it's not really the same thing, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's like what you said. It kind of just hit home, man.
Yeah, it hits home, man. Because I mean, it's someone you know, and it's just like, damn, like, or someone at least somebody that someone of you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was either my mom or dad, or one of them said that they worked with his dad.
Yeah,
he said, "Yeah, that's my son."
Yeah, and then like recently, like a kid that I worked with a couple years ago, I think he unfortunately and it's not Illinois.
No, it's Illinois.
Yeah, no, my mother broke the news to me a couple weeks back that like a kid that used to work at my old grocery retail outlet or whatever, he offed himself, unfortunately, man. Like, and I knew his dad because I worked with his dad also. And I'm just like, man, dude, I would feel so bad. Like, I don't talk to any of them anymore, but like, I feel so bad for his dad because his dad was such a nice guy. You know what I mean? So it's like for a son to go like, commit suicide and stuff like that. I'm just like, damn, like that hits close to home. You know what I mean?
It crazy you brought that up because somebody's son just committed suicide not even that long ago, and they was talking about that. I was like, golly. Yeah, man. Do you have Total Wireless?
I'm gonna answer this question. Yeah.
Go
and Logan. Yeah. I still have.
Sorry.
Do what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah. I still have Total Wireless. I've been with them for over 2 years now, and I didn't see where they're pulling in millimeter wave. I do have 5G. I mean, even down here in the sticks, on Total Wireless on my Samsung or anything I use, I'm pulling in 5. Of course it's not standalone 5G, but it just shows up 5G. And the service is great with Total Wireless. I mean, I said over 2 years with them, and I have yet to encounter an issue. Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but they've been solid. I mean, I know that they're a part of TracFone, but I mean, TracFone's been around since the 90s.
But just the name TracFone is just like,
yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah,
it's kind of like when I hear Boost.
But
Boost Mobile.
But honestly, Total Wireless is solid. They work, like I said, they work on Verizon. And
kind of slow.
And I'm always getting really good service with them. I mean, Total Wireless is, I think one of the MVNOs, off of Verizon, works off of Verizon, that actually gets some priority with Verizon.
I got
and I can tell
right now.
Yeah, and I can tell with the speeds I get. I mean, here, of course, I don't get very good speeds. I get between, some days it's 10, some days it's 70. It just depends on how the wind's blowing direction.
The wind's blowing. You're right. So that does affect it, honestly.
Yeah. So
depends.
I mean,
depends on how many leaves are on a tree that morning.
Yeah, exactly. And
mobile 5G
depends on the humidity and the.
Well, see, like I say,
and the direction of the sun. You gotta make sure it's at a 95-degree angle to get that 120 megabits per second.
I wish I was getting them speeds, man. I'm telling you, that'd be nice. I mean, I need more. I need more upload than I need download. I mean, I can be pulling 70 megabits per second download, but only getting like 2 to 3 upload. I'm thinking, you know how long it takes to upload a video to freaking YouTube on 2 megabits per second? I mean, you know, so 1.5 gigabyte file, and yeah, it's aggravating. Yeah, I ain't pulling nowhere them kind of speeds.
All right, that's your home Wi-Fi. They don't count.
Yeah, it do count.
That don't count.
No, my
hey, look, this is LTE, by the way. This is on the
my Z Fold 2 is upstairs. It's dead, and I got 5G. I know it's a huge difference of 5G. I get like around 100 megabits when I never really got that before, ever. It was always like 20. So it's a huge improvement.
What's so funny about like using Total Wireless is that I can be on LTE and pull like 50 megabits down. It goes to 5G, I pull 25.
Yeah,
it's strange, and but yeah, I mean, and now I got Ultra Mobile, which is a MVNO of T-Mobile, and I really, I mean, it's like T-Mobile ain't doing. I mean, 5G has surrounded me. But it's like me, I'm in a dead zone, and I can pull T-Mobile service, and I can get a little bit of LTE, about 1 megabits worth of download. But as soon as you pick the phone up, goes into no service. So you know, the only reason why I have that line is for the unlocked phones that are GSM only, so I can test them out. You know, but I'm like, T-Mobile, would you just expand? If you was to put a tower, just a couple, you know, I'm just far enough from the tower to where I can pull in band 12, but I can't pull in like bands 2, 4, 6, like that. And so band 12 gives me, since they flipped on band 12, I do get service, but it's very limited. So unfortunately, the only carrier that works where I live, because I'm way out of the city limits, I'm out here in the sticks, and when it gets summertime, and all the trees fell out, I do tell a difference in speeds and in coverage. Of course, you know, when it's winter and everything's bare, things get through a whole lot more. But yeah, the only thing that works in my area is T-Mobile. AT&T took towers down. T-Mobile's never had towers up.
Aren't you using like a Verizon hotspot though?
Yeah. I use my Verizon hotspot for everything, from Xbox gaming to everything. So I use like 500 gigabytes a month on the hotspot, and
that's crazy.
Verizon's like, we could prioritize at 35 gigs, and I'm like, I use that in a day, you know, or a couple of days, because I do a lot of online gaming on Xbox, and that chews up the data pretty good. But you know, I only experience deprioritization, you know, like on maybe Friday nights, Saturday nights. Sometimes I experience some deprioritization.
What phone is that? First of all, I see a candy bar phone. Pixel 5.
This is the basement. So
the basement. Man,
I wonder what I would get upstairs.
That's still not too bad.
Well, that's awesome there, Andy. 400 down and sitting near Charlotte. That's what's up.
Just connect to that Wi-Fi, bro.
What is that? Oh God.
That's about how my T-Mobile upload and download looks here at my house. It's pretty bad.
Where is it? Wi-Fi. He said hop back on my Wi-Fi. I'm waiting for it to load here. Man, it's taking a while, ain't it? Yeah, there we go. What you got for internet over there, CV?
All I have is Verizon Hotspot LTE. That's it. Nobody offers
got
internet.
Cable internet. That they don't got DSL or anything.
They ain't got nothing, man.
Oh wow.
Spectrum is the only internet that said that they would put a line in for me, but it's going to cost $6,000 to run a line.
Jeez. Oh wait, I think you said that before.
Yeah, Spectrum said they would pay $3,000 of it, so they said you out of pocket it'd be like $3,100. And I was like, No.
There's
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. I'm like. I mean, I know what costs money to run the line. And it's like I think that they said it's like how many yards they said it was. It was about a little over a quarter of a mile. They had to run a line, and
Wait, are you planning on staying in that area?
no, probably not for not
Okay, then
no longer
yeah.
than I have to. So, but so I mean,
You
I
staying
pay
in
$65.
the country or the city?
I don't know yet. I ain't figured that out yet. I don't even know if I'm even going to stay in the same state or not. I'm kind of iffy back and forth on what I'm going to be doing here in the future. But yeah, I pay $65 a month for Verizon LTE hotspot. You know, I took advantage of it when they. Yeah, I mean, I get unlimited. You know, they offer the unlimited, 40 unlimited, which was a big mistake for letting me know that, because now I take advantage of that, and I got it on record that my plan will never change as long as I pay it. So I make sure it's paid every single month.
I could never live the country life, man. I need to live the city life. I need to. I need that late night DoorDash delivery. And
I mean, you live in a pretty small city, don't you? Also, Latrell, or no?
It's like 100,000, but it's still a decent sized city.
Yeah, that's true. That's about the same size as my city, but I kind of feel like my town is a lot bigger than yours as far as like size, I guess, but I don't know.
Geographical input.
Yeah. It's the metropolitan area though, because our metro area is like huge. That's why I mean, I don't know how to explain that. Yeah.
I mean, Chicago and Milwaukee's right across the street, I guess. And Milwaukee, was they like around 600,000?
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
That is
actually, let me see. Milwaukee population, I could be off. 594,548. Okay. Milwaukee metro population is 1.5 million. Okay. So that makes sense. What's your what is it, McAllen metro population or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, the city population is around 130,000, I believe, but metro wise, we have like border or
774,000.
Yeah, it's pretty fat. It's pretty fat.
Milwaukee is bigger than I thought. 1,572,245. No, let's see about Chicago. Oh boy, 9,533,040. Crazy. Almost 10 million for the Chicago metro population.
$10 million. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Chicago is huge, though.
Yeah, that's kind of where 5G started.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember all those YouTubers started dropping ultra wideband videos in Chicago, especially like even MKBHD was in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
He should have just rolled over there real quick. It's only an hour away. Met up with some tech creators.
You should have, brah. I would love to meet him, honestly.
I didn't know that was gonna be a thing.
Yeah,
I would have to go see some of those tech creators out there. That would have been dope. Like I said, they're only an hour away from here. They could come over here. No, they ain't gonna come over here.
You never know. Send a big E invite to all the creators and be like, hey, y'all just want to come to Kenosha, like just to chill for a little bit.
Yeah, right. Y'all want to come to McAllen real quick?
Yeah,
chill with your boy B-Tech.
I mean, we got
WWE wrestling events over here.
Hardly ever, honestly, not since the pandemic.
Oh, they've been at that Adult Thunderdome forever.
Oh, I know. Mm-hmm. I think probably after summer they'll probably I think they want to start doing events again, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I know the Milwaukee Bucks opened their stadium to a decent amount of people now for the first time since COVID started.
So, I mean, for sure. I know, WrestleMania is going to be at Dallas next year, so I'm going to be at that event most likely.
Dallas, that's a good little minute away.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly. I ain't gonna drive. That's like a 9-hour drive for me, probably. No thanks. Ain't gonna happen.
I don't know about y'all states, but I know in North Carolina, it's still it's still locked down a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of restricted this.
Our amazing governor here in Texas opened everything up 100%. So I got my COVID vaccine about a week and a half ago. So I'm just waiting on my second shot. So we'll see how it goes.
I heard about that. Texas don't even wear masks no more. Like we have both a state mandate and a city mandate.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I guess it just depends where you are. Like here, like, I mean, in the city, like if you're outside, you don't have to have a mask on, but like depending on like the business or the type of place you're going to go into, I mean, they're still going to require a mask, you know what I mean? And not everyone, I mean, it depends on the business owner. Like if you go to a Target or a Walmart, it's still required. I mean, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of crazy stuff yet go down. Not yet.
My battery life on the Eddie Logan, my battery on the S21 Ultra, it's decent. I mean, I just now recently turned on the 1440 resolution and 120 hertz because I was for the longest time I was using 60 hertz and 1080p because I don't need any more than that. I mean, I'm just being real. And I was getting pretty good battery with it on 1080 and 60 hertz. Now I'm just testing it on 1440 at 120 to see how it's going to do. But I haven't really. I just started that today, so I gotta see how that's going to work out. So it's going to be any better. But I know my last good charge. I got like 2 days and 8 hours, about 8 hours screen on time, which it wasn't too bad, you know. I mean, but it kind of goes up and down. You know, that's one thing about the battery on the S21 Ultra is that sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So. It's just one of those things I gotta check it. I gotta keep testing the battery on it because I'm not really consistent with my usage.
Me neither.
Well, I did get the COVID vaccine, Mr. Andy Logan, and it wasn't as bad. I mean, again, I'm still waiting for the second shot, but I mean, for the most part, it's not one of those deals where like I was feeling like super out of it. I think I was just feeling a little bit drained the second day after getting the shot. You know what I mean? And I woke up with chills the night of or the following morning after getting it. And of course, my arm was sore for a good couple of days. But after like the third day, I mean, my arm was pretty much like back at like, you know, normal capacity. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm still waiting on the second shot. Everyone says the second shot is a little bit rougher than the first shot. But I mean, I'm like, I already had COVID. So whatever happens, I'm like, I'm not stressing too hard because I dealt with the virus already, so I'm like, no, nothing can be worse than having the virus itself, you know?
Yeah, you know, I hear a lot of different, you know, I hear some people with this that gets the virus, they breeze right through it, and I know there's some that gets it and it. I mean, and they have lasting effects. I mean,
yeah, they do.
My uncle just passed away from COVID.
Oh wow.
And what happened with him was he was in really bad health for the past 30 years. He was like 72 years old.
Okay.
And he was he got COVID. He went to the hospital. They sent him home. He was getting better. He got worse. He went back.
Oh, wow. And I heard that a lot.
And he what happened was he got double pneumonia. And
oh wow, yeah.
And his lung, it was supposed to be, I think that you're on a scan, it's supposed to be either solid white or solid black. And let's just say it's supposed to be solid white. Well, it was solid black. There was the only way he could breathe was them putting oxygen in him. And they took him off and he didn't live, but like, I think maybe not even half an hour. So, but then, like I said, I know people just had it and they barely even knew they even had it. So, I mean, I guess it just depends on, I mean, you know, a lot of variations, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with, I mean, I know genetics because, you know, it has a lot to do with how good you can tolerate things.
Yeah.
You know, I know that some people get the flu and about kill them, and some people get the flu and it not even, it's just like, okay, I got a little sniffle, it just depends. But I know this virus here mainly attacks your lungs, and me being a 20+ year smoker is not a good thing. And plus, I'm not the most fit person in the world. So, somebody like me is probably going to affect worse than somebody that's really fit, never smoked, you know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, you would think so, but like my brother, he had COVID. He's a big guy, you know what I mean? He's probably around the 240 to 260 range as far as weight goes, right? And he's not a smoker, but he's always been kind of a heavy drinker, you know what I mean? So when he got it, I was expecting like much worse than what actually he dealt with. You know what I mean? For him, it was just like he said he just had like a little bit of body aches and mild fever. If anything, he never really felt any of the lung issues or anything, or like breathing issues. Like me, I experienced a lot of breathing issues, shortness of breath, fever. I pretty much had every little symptom that you could think of when it came to COVID, minus probably stomach issues, which I was having a little bit of stomach issues, but that was because I was on a Z-Pack, which is to help out with, like, I guess, pneumonia if you get it, you know what I mean? So I was taking that for a good, like, 5 days, and that was, symptoms of, that medication gives you stomach, like, issues, you know what I mean? So I wasn't, like, puking or anything like that, but, I was still having a little bit of stomach issues with that. And then once I stopped taking that medication, I was fine, like, for my stomach. So, I mean, you're right. Sometimes it's about genetics, right? Sometimes your health could be good. Sometimes it could be bad, obviously. But I mean, really, it really depends on the person, at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. And, I know I mentioned a lot in the past, but, people's accused me of thinking that the whole thing was fake and it wasn't real. I'm like, I never said that. This is a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it's just like, a lot of other things. I mean, you look at the flu deaths over the years, and there's been times I've thought, well, could this, I mean, they came up with the vaccine awful fast. And I'm thinking, could this be like a new flu strain? You know what I'm saying? I mean, could this be, because a lot of the symptoms people are telling me about, it sounds like a flu on steroids. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like that they're really, they came out with this vaccine very, very, very fast, and it makes me think, well, is this just like an amped up version of the flu shot? I mean, nobody. I mean, we hear a lot of speculation about this, that, and the other, but you really don't know what's behind the scenes, what's really real. Because I mean, you hear so much fake stuff going on. You don't need
I hear a lot of people say it's population control.
I mean, it's really stupid to think. I mean, I'm not saying that that's not completely accurate, but I really don't believe that, because if it was population control, only about 500, maybe close to 600K have died from this since the beginning, right? So if it was one of those deals where they just wanted to kind of phase people out, you know what I mean, like the government or whatever entity, you know what I mean, there would be a lot more people dead, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, 1% of the population, 1 or 2% of the population dying from this. I mean, it's hit close to home for a lot of us. I mean, luckily I haven't had anybody close to me, pass away from this. I do have a cousin in the hospital on my dad's side of the family. I'm not really close to him. I don't even think I've met him, but I know he's in the ICU right now with COVID. He's probably in his late 40s, early 50s also. So, I mean, but I don't know.
My mom lost a good friend of hers from COVID too, and it sucks. Really does hurt her a lot.
I mean, you look at this virus, and, to me, and how the government and all this is going to be something that they're going to hold over our heads from now on. I mean, if they, this is just my opinion. If they want an agenda for something, they're going to use COVID. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say, well, there's been a spike here, spike there. We're going to, to me, they're taking a real virus and something, and they're using it to control. It's like, well, we can tell them to do this, and the first step was the whole mask mandate. Making you wear a mask. And everybody, all it took was for one news media to say, for this COVID, you're going to need toilet paper. And it was like Black Friday going, for toilet paper. I mean, it's like it's like they're going to use this virus, in my opinion, for the foreseeable future to put a scare. And if there is anything well, then the government knows now. Well, we made them do this, or we told them to do this, and they done it. So
Yep.
whatever we say, they're going to do. So I mean, that's the only thing that I can see. I mean, you look at countries around the world. Because in my opinion, it's more about. I mean, they're using a real virus, but they're using it to control what we do.
You did see the anti-mask protests and things like that, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like masks. I don't wear a mask. I wear a mask if it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I wear a mask because we all got to. It's
I mean,
all deal with the same
I got to
thing.
wear it at my job every day for 40 hours a week. I got to wear that mask. So, I mean, like, I'm not complaining about it, I mean,
I'm used to it, but I don't want to be used to it.
I don't think that they don't help, you know what I mean? Because I mean, I was wearing them and I still got sick, right? But I also was in close contact with someone that did have COVID prior to me getting it. So of course, like I came home and I infected my entire family with it, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those deals where like yes, I believe it can help, prevent the spread of it. Is it 100% foolproof? No, obviously not, right? But I mean, you have to look at it like this, I mean, like I'm more upset that like I wasn't more careful, I guess, because I did end up giving the virus to my parents, right? And it's one of those deals where like I would not forgive myself if I was the reason why my parents like died from that or something. You know what I mean? So it's one of those deals where like it's a touchy subject, man. And it sucks. Like this virus is so killer. And it really just depends on the person, right? But I mean, if you're the one that went home with it and you barely showed any symptoms, yet your mom, dad, brother, sister ended up hospitalized and then dying from it, it's like, wow, you know what I mean? Like that's a big shocker, you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. I mean, everybody, a lot of people accuse me for downplaying things. I'm not downplaying nothing. I mean, I'm not out here,
I mean, you lost an uncle, so I mean that's tough, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I know that he was always really bad. He's had heart attacks and he's been in bad health for years, and I really believe that he knew this year he was going to die.
Yeah.
But even before he even got this virus, I mean, I guess once but I mean, but I knew other people that just had it, and they felt like crap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but they got past it, and and they're better. And I know some people just had lasting effects with breathing. Where they can't walk, they can't walk as much or walk as far without being out of breath. So I mean, this is a very serious thing. I mean, and it's unfortunate, that but we honestly, I mean, for the past however many years now, everybody's been living too comfortable, and it's like this here just kind of like stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like it just stopped everything. It stopped the whole world pretty much, there for a while. But it just one of them things,
Yep. Well,
I know everybody has different feelings on about how it came, where it came from, and how this happened and that happened and why and all that kind of stuff, whatever. And everybody has their own opinions, But yeah, it's very serious. And I mean, and then and what's so bad is whenever you see like these videos of people licking doorknobs and licking toilet seats and crap like that. I think seriously, like, I mean.
Gen Z, go figure, right? Generation Z.
It's not even just Gen Z. That's a sad part.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's like 35-year-olds and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm like, don't like, I've seen videos of people, and I'm like, oh my god, why? I mean, even serious. I mean, just I mean, like I say, I've been to doctor's offices and stuff like that, and I have no problem, wearing, covering up. I mean, I don't really go in a whole lot of places because, I mean, I just don't. So I get
and some people don't. You know what I mean? Some people are just being secluded and just doing what they need to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's kind of like me. I'm more. I've kind of became like a little recluse. You know, if there's something that I want, I'll order and have it delivered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or this, that, or the other. I
Yeah,
figure,
or just drive through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and see, with me, I used to go out places late at night. It's like 2 a.m. to like Walmart to do my stuff
And now you can't.
and now they close.
Yeah.
and now they closing it early. So I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
So I don't really, there's not a whole lot of, but there's.
I miss those 2 a.m. Walmart runs also because those were convenient.
I love them, man. It's the only time you can go to Walmart without having to worry about everybody in your way. You know what I'm saying?
Except for the overnight stalkers.
Yeah. You can go to Walmart 2 a.m. and browse whatever and not have to worry about any. I
think they close like at 10 or 11 o'clock now. I think it depends on the area, I guess. Walmart.
I know here it was 8. Then
it was 8.
9.
Yeah,
and I think now it's 11.
Yeah, I think it's 10 or 11 where I live. But not that I went Walmart that late either way. So
I had a store called Festival that's like around the corner from my house that used to be 24/7, and now they close at like 10 or 12 or something like that. And they said this gonna be permanent ever since COVID. I was like, wow, come on.
Well, man, our I think the only place that's still open 24 hours is Denny's and IHOP, man. Honestly,
and Walgreens.
No, well, Walgreens where I live, they stopped being open 24 hours probably like a couple years back already.
Yeah, same here.
For me, same thing with McDonald's. But
McDonald's has the 24-hour drive-through, but they stopped doing the 24-hour drive-through down here. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
I know Wendy's still like their lobby's been like off and on, open, closed.
I think they opened it up already for us.
Yeah, it's probably because your governor opened the whole state up.
South Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Here.
Yeah.
Here it's like if there's like I think 1 or 2 gas stations open 24 hours, and I think McDonald's drive-thru open 24 hours, and that's it. It's like the whole city shuts down past 10 o'clock. It seems like, and it's like if you need anything, you're kind of free. There's nothing. Yeah. If you can't get it at a gas station. Yeah,
that's true.
Let's do some Googling here. We're gonna
like down here, our gas stations they're all always 24 hours. Like all of the gas stations here, I've never not known a gas station where I live where even like at the beginning of the pandemic, they were all 24 hours for the most part.
Every gas station here closes except for like Sheetz is open 24 hours. Every other gas station closes at like 10, 11 o'clock, or 9 o'clock. That's crazy.
That's interesting.
But yeah, and Walgreens, they actually was 24 hours, but they got robbed several times. So they started closing at like 10, 11 o'clock now, and pharmacies even earlier than that. So if you got like anything now, it's like if you have to get some like Tylenol or have to get some other thing or anything like that or whatever, you can't just make your Walmart run anymore. Yeah, if you can't find it in a gas station, you're in trouble.
You see my screen?
You want me to add it up or what? Let's see.
Yeah, so we got IHOP over here. That's 24 hours. We're just talking about, of course. What else we got? It's kind of like you said. It's not too many places open 24 hours. You can see like 2 places throughout this portion of the city.
Yeah, like Whataburger. It used to be 24 hours, like dine-in, everything, and now they close at 11. I think other dine-in area.
Let me see what time.
I miss Whataburger. I miss my 2 a.m. Whataburger runs. I just changed the background.
Hours.
I can't. Knowing how tight, knowing how money-hungry Walmart is, I'm surprised they're closing early. Seriously.
The Waltons wallets are not hurting. Believe me. They got richer during the pandemic, man. Who gets richer during a pandemic?
It was so funny last year how there was like we're going to let all our employees off for Thanksgiving. I'm thinking, yeah, because of this virus. If it wasn't for this virus, you'd be open at 5 p.m. for Black Friday on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm like, you ain't fooling nobody. You'd be working them to death if it wasn't for this.
That's a shocker, Mr. Andy Logan, if you're losing hours at Amazon.
Yeah, 11 o'clock for the super center. I didn't even know we had a super center, but apparently we do. But yeah, 11 o'clock.
That's all we have. That's all we have is super centers down here. We have a few neighborhood markets, which is just like their grocery stores.
Looks like they're all super centers here too. Look, Waukegan, Illinois, not Illinois.
Illinois. I'm gonna start saying that just to make you mad.
Oh my god!
But you know what?
We gonna fight.
But you know what? I mean, they close Walmart at 11 p.m. You know, but why not 24 hours? There's hardly no traffic. I mean, it's a place to go if you need something. I mean, they opened in the middle of the day and it's like shoulder to shoulder, but it's like, oh, we can't open past this time of night because of what reason? I mean, what's the reason?
Yeah, I'm not mad about it anymore, I guess, mostly because like I kind of felt for like, I mean, I work for a retail grocery store, right? So I know exactly what they go through as far as like their overnight department goes. So I kind of know exactly like why they do it now or why they have to do it. You know what I mean? And so people don't get crazy and they just, I mean, pretty much, you know.
Look at their weird pharmacy hours. So they close at 2 a.m. Oh wait. Okay. Wait. Do they close at 1:30 a.m. and open at 2 a.m.? Am I reading that right?
I do not know how to read that, honestly. I'm sure their pharmacy closes like at 9 probably. I doubt that they're open overnight.
Yeah, look at this. It's still 24 hours here, though. Obviously, pharmacy is going to close early. And then it looks like Walgreens photo opens 24 hours. So, now let me see.
I mean, I used to work at Walmart third shift, stocking, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, to be honest, I guess they still got third shift stockers at Walmart, even though they're closed. Which probably makes it a lot better for them because they got to deal with any customers.
Yeah, and plus they can actually keep stuff on the shelf instead of all the crap emptying, especially the toilet paper. You know what I mean?
I mean, because calm down now.
Realistically, I mean, my store we get truckloads every day, right? But it's only whatever they send you is what you're gonna get. So if that stuff sells out that same day, you're not going to have anything. You're not going to have time to restock anything. And whatever comes in the following day, it's going to probably be even less because they only send you so much in your truckloads. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I mean, people wonder why was it so hard for them to keep the shelf stocked? You know, it's because everyone just kept buying and they kept buying and they kept buying. You know what I mean? It was more like the demand was greater than the actual supply chain was able to put out. You know what I mean? So
Well, I know that when I worked third shift at Walmart, whenever I was stocking, I rarely met anybody that really got my way. I mean, I had to send a lot of product back because, it was just not enough room on the shelves for it.
Yeah, back stock,
there was a few times where I had to like get out of the way of somebody, but it was like, just the ones that wanted to do their middle of the night grocery shopping without any crowds, and usually I work from like 10 to 7 and, especially on the weekends from around 10 to around 12:30, 1 o'clock, it was pretty crowded. Then it's like it just died. Now during the weekdays,
like after like 2 a.m.
Yeah, but I mean, during the weekdays, it was like, once you got past 10 o'clock, it started slowing down a lot. People was in there for the electronics or for clothes. There wasn't many people in there for groceries. And so, I mean, it's like, but then around 6:30, started seeing the workers come in to get stuff, or construction workers come in, started getting a little bit more busy as I was fixing to leave.
Wow. Donation here. Yeah. From Andy Logan.
Oh, snap. Got a $5 donation. Nice. First one of the night. It only took 2 hours. Hey,
look at this. We still got a 24-hour gym downtown, it looks like.
I think our 24-hour gym stopped down here already, finally. Once the pandemic happened,
Planet Fitness is no longer 24 hours, but looks like Anytime Fitness is.
Thank you again, Andy Logan, by the way.
I don't know if you heard of Anytime Fitness before.
We don't have them. We have Planet Fitness down here. We have True Fit also, and I think Gold's Gym. Those are like the big three, I think. Oh, and Crunch Fitness or whatever. And the Logan, hooking it up.
Like I was saying earlier about not really driving a whole lot and not going a whole much places. Okay, this here will give you an idea about how much I've done in the past. I bought that Kia Forte in December 2019. It's now going in the end of March 2021. I got 1,300 miles on my car.
Shut the heck up! You don't go anywhere, man. Damn.
Yeah, right.
1,300 miles on that car.
That's crazy.
Everybody's like, that car, I can't ask you forever, but driving like that.
You're not gonna drive anymore. No wonder your battery is all messed up. You never drive it.
Well, I mean, even in my area, you can pretty much get to anywhere and within a few miles.
Yeah.
So even if you went out every day, the places around here, you wouldn't put that many miles on your vehicle. Back before all this stuff started, I still, driving out every day, every other day, going places, going here and there. I still didn't put but like maybe, 10,000 miles on a car a year, but because if everything's so close together, you ain't got, but so. No, I kept my car cranked up and ran every once in a while, a lot to keep it. But yeah, that battery just it just kind of cracked.
I mean, it's under warranty. It's under warranty. So just get it taken care of, or have them send a tow truck. Although they're gonna charge you like $200 for a tow all the way over there, so I wouldn't do it.
yeah,
I would find some way to get that thing jump started or towed to the dealership. You know what I mean? That way they can look at it.
Yeah.
I know that somebody told me that a lot of times they will actually, if you can't bring it there, they'll actually send you a battery or something. I don't know.
Maybe they'll send a technician to work on it. Hopefully, you know what I mean. Find it out. But all right, guys, we're on 2 hours, and I know Latrell could probably stay up all night. And same thing with RJ here, but I am ready.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. I'm gonna be honest. I was just looking for 24-hour places.
This guy, you're making it curious. But yeah, I'm gonna get off already. Lay down a little bit. Watch more Justice League. Just kidding. I already finished the movie. Thank God. But thank you all for being here. Andy Logan. Michael Logue, whoever was in the chat tonight. My friend Pat was here for like a brief second before she lagged out. Yeah, she I think probably popped in a little before you came in. CV Tech, of course, thanks for joining in tonight, man. Good to hear from you. Hopefully we can see some new videos popping up from you very soon.
I want to get them done if I gotta force myself to do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring them out. I'm so behind.
Just do it.
Especially when I got people sending me out, I got to get that stuff out. So
I mean, for sure. I mean, hey, take your time. I mean, if you want the video quality to be good, take your time with it. You know what I mean? But hey, at least just do it. Get it done. Write it down. Be like, hey, okay, I'm going to do this today, and then just do it. I feel you, man. I really haven't made any type of really real content like it. I mean, I've been wanting to do more and more, but I'm just like, I'm lazy on it now, dude. I'm just like maybe one video a week, if anything. So.
I've been the same way, like every couple of weeks now. So
I look at my subscriptions and look at the timelines, and actually tech right now is slow. I can like go 2 days without being on YouTube and go through it, and I don't see but like maybe 10, 15 videos, people that I've subscribed to.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking it's slow, but of course, this time of the year it's always slow anyway. Wait till towards the end of the year, or the second half of the year, you can start seeing things really kind of pick up then, hopefully. So.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully a little more some more stuff comes out before the summer. You know what I mean? That way we can at least start looking at more things. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, but any final things y'all want to say before we get off tonight?
Looking for Pixel season.
Pixel season.
I want to show you one thing real quick because I'm glad you brought up TechRight.
If anything, check this out. Wait, TechRight as the YouTuber TechRight.
Mm-hmm. Look at this.
Kevin Breeze or TechRight?
Look at the views he still pulls in, and like he's just now starting to upload again. He hasn't really been active.
Just getting
look at the comparison.
What about 12K a day or
huge
what?
difference. Yeah. Huge difference.
I'm getting.
I know you're not supposed to compare yourself. Yeah. But he's been active again, as you can see.
His channel is actually growing. It jumped big time actually since. The last time I checked, he was like at 70K. So for him to jump from 70K to almost 100K is pretty crazy, you know.
I can't game.
Good for him.
I've been in some of this. I've been at 29,000 forever. I'm at 29,007 something, and it's like
I feel like I've been at 12K forever. Yeah,
like,
you will.
Can I get the 30, please. I mean,
Kevin Breeze, damn, dude, 136K.
Yeah, bro.
I need to get that tool. What's that plugin that you have? What's it called?
It's TubeBuddy.
Oh, you have TubeBuddy. Okay, I think I have that. I just disabled it for whatever reason. I need to look at it. I have so many.
I mean, my watch hours and my view. I mean, it's plummeted. I'm not kidding. Yeah. I mean, luckily the revenue is actually staying the same. Which is
my revenue is, even though my viewers,
right?
my view count, has gone down, but my revenue has pretty much been consistent the last like 3 to 6 months, pretty much. So,
yeah, I used to get like I want to say 12 to 15,000 views a day. It's like half that now. Yeah. So I'm like
47K less than usual.
Shoot, I would be happy with like 5K a day, dude. Honestly.
I mean, I mean, a lot of it's my fault. I blame myself because the lack of upload. I do blame myself.
The algorithm. It's the algorithm.
Yeah. I blame YouTube for not sending that notifications. I mean, when you look at your channel and it says that 5%, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah.
Look at the.
Oh, you don't even want to look at mine, bro. Mine is just sad.
Oh man.
Who's following you with 200,000 subs over here? Thio Huyen? Who's that?
No, she's not. No, it says other channels your audience watches.
Oh, okay.
If I see who's following me, let's see.
Who's your top follower? Kevin Breeze used to show up on my list, but now he's not. So I'm like, maybe he unfollowed me. I don't know.
Maybe he put himself private.
He might have, which I think TechRite was also following me at one point, but I guess maybe they got tired of my stuff. Oh, look, it's Magic Tech over here. Wait, who's number one?
I think the highest. I think the highest one is Tech Daily on mine. The highest subscriber is Tech Daily.
Mine is like, I forgot the name, but they have like almost 500K. Oh snap! B-Tech reviews. What page am I on?
Above Digital Slang, and the second one.
Right next to Digital Slang, right above them. Nice.
Yeah, no, that's Forbes.
Mine should be up there somewhere.
I gotta get that Grant Likes Tech in my channel one of these days. He follows me on Instagram also, so I need to get him.
He makes some killer photos, and I mean,
Ian Tech, his Instagram photos are amazing. You're right.
Oh man, and his videos and his camera comparisons are top notch. I mean, they are awesome.
Dang, we're trickling down to the lowest of the lowest over here. The under 5K.
I'm looking for you, man. I'm looking for you. CV
Who are you looking for? He's like in the 30s, dude. You're like way off.
Yeah, I should be like on the second page.
Yeah, he should probably be on the second page if he's following you. Yeah.
30. Yeah, I don't see you.
Unless he's got it hidden.
I'm 27,000.
Oh, okay, maybe on the second page. Yeah.
No, it's not showing me.
Oh, that's weird.
Man, I know I'm subscribed to you. I know. Let me see.
Only include users who make their subscription public. Oh,
maybe it unsubscribed. Hang on a minute.
Come on, March. Ooh, March. I still got 2 days left in March, and I'm earning a pretty good amount of money for March. That's not too bad.
Man, check this out, man. It's like everything's pretty much tanked except for my revenue.
Yeah, it seems about average for your part, right?
Yeah. I'm subscribed to you right here. It says subscribed.
Oh, that's weird.
40,000 subscribers.
Crazy.
But it ain't showing me. That's really odd.
It's YouTube.
I know I've been posting less than usual, but it's still.
I keep getting that disclaimer also, dude. I'm just like, okay.
What?
The one that says like, oh, this might be the reason why you're getting less views than usual. Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, as you can see, it's definitely lower than it's supposed to be. I think you can see that. That's depressing.
It is what it is. I mean,
my watch time in the in the last 28 days. God, I don't even know. It's like 106,000, something like that. It's watch hours is like 4,000, something like that. It's a lot lower than it used to be. But like I said, part of it, I think, is notifications. Part of it is because I haven't been uploading like I should be doing. So it's a lot. It's my fault.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. That's right here. Why views are lower than usual. You
Yep.
publish 6 videos instead of the 8 to 12 you usually publish.
Oh my God.
Views.
Yeah, man, it's so funny. YouTube, I can post videos every day probably, and I would still get only like 5 views on the videos, like for the first like hour of the upload. So
it's so funny that like I can unbox the S21 Ultra and get like 500-600 views, but I can do a straight talk phone and get 1,500 in a few days. You know, I mean, it's just, I think it's just
content nobody covers.
Yeah,
but even then, it's like how many people are actually looking for that though? Like
more than you would think.
I guess so. Yeah. That's why Kevin Briggs is at 136K right now. Snap.
Yeah, he's hitting all the devices that no other YouTubers are hitting.
Yeah, I mean, I can unbox a $30 straight talk phone and get 40,000 views, you know, or more. And you know, me and flagships just don't do a lot.
That's the thing. That's my strategy. That was my strategy for 2019, hitting all these devices that no other YouTubers really hit, and that really worked for me. That was one of my best performing years ever. So I just need to get back onto that.
Get on it.
Recently in 2020, I just been doing things like the S20 Ultra and the Z Flip and things like that. And it did all right, but it ain't doing like 2020. Like I did Galaxy Fit video and unboxings, things like that. One of my most popular videos is a Notebook 9 Pro, and nobody really did an unboxing on that. And I was like the first one to put out like a actual good video where people are actually talking in the video. And I had like, I want to say 200,000 or so. Let me see. Notebook 9 Pro. I think I'm still like one of the first people to really do a video on it. All right, so I'm looking right now, 244,000 views 1 year ago. Okay, so that's decent. And then my friend KiraTube, she also put one out, and she got some views off of that. But then I did a review of it, and maybe it was 2020 or 2019. I don't know. I got 28,000 views, and that was a late review. So
I think a lot of people right now are really taking a hit because I mean I've seen YouTubers like 120,000 subscribers, and they release a video like nearly every day or every couple of days or whatever, and they're like 500 views, 1,000 views. I'm thinking, you know, I mean 125,000 subscribers, and you know, in a week's time, you have like 2,000, 3,000 views on that video. And I'm thinking, you know, and very good. I mean, used to get pulled in. I think right now people are just really struggling in the tech. I mean, you know, I mean,
that's why I'm not only doing tech on YouTube. You see me doing my lifestyle channel videos, B-Tech.
Yeah, I mean,
Toyota Tech, dog.
I mean, YouTube like Toyota Tech and Crypto Tech.
10 subscribers.
I've had people say, you got 29,000 subscribers and you only get 500 views. I'm like, well, how about those channels that's got 100,000 and they get 1,000 or 2,000? I'm like, that's not. I mean, the ratio there is just.
It's
I think that right
off,
now everybody's just having a hard time. So maybe things will bounce back.
I mean, I think everyone's just using TikTok now. That's why. So.
No, that's YouTube is still dominant, way dominant.
Yeah, it's the second most searched platform on the internet. So it's just like you have Google and then YouTube.
Yeah, it's still the same company.
And like most of, if you hit a YouTube or a Google search, it's going to take you to YouTube for like a tutorial video or something. You know what I mean?
Yep. Just like my dad was looking for his Honda Ridgeline.
Oh
he was trying to figure out something with his car, and YouTube popped up like the first result.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someone's ready for bed over here.
Yeah, she looks like she's tired.
Who's that right there? Huh? Who's that? Who's that on the TV? Oh.
No.
All right, fellas. Well, I would love to complain about YouTube more being a crappy platform, but I am tired.
Yeah, we have plenty of days to do that.
Thank you, YouTube.
We can spend all night doing that.
I still got to thank YouTube for giving me an extra paycheck every month, because that's like literally like, you know, bill money for me right there, gas money, and more money to put back into the channel. So I got to give them that.
Exactly.
So
I still love doing YouTube though. That ain't never stopped.
oh,
yeah, I mean,
my best.
I like it. It's just sometimes you just I'm telling you, it's easy to get burned out. It's easy to get burned out if you ain't careful.
It's not as seamless as it was before. Like I feel like the downfall kind of started when I did that Z Fold 2 freeze test, and like YouTube screwed everything up.
Yeah.
Ever since then I've been inconsistent. That like really, I don't know if it has to do with that video, but that's really screwed things up for me, man.
Yeah, it feels that way.
I mean, you took a really big gamble on that video, and for YouTube to screw you like that sucked, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an awesome video, and then I mean, for them
got
to
50,000 views right now. Like that's way lower than what it should have been, because it was.
Yep, you're right, because it was shared on like somebody's website also, right, or whatever.
Yeah, that was later, but yeah, Android headlines.
Yeah, but even then, even with that, it should have jumped up in views. You know what I mean? So I'm just like that's pretty crazy that it didn't.
It jumped up like a few thousand, but that was pretty much it. After they posted that article, and like it was just some other small, you know, article websites. I mean, Android headlines isn't really small, but you know,
it's still a couple thousand. That's something.
They got like 1 million followers, I think, on Twitter. But I mean, like just small articles cover me too. It just really didn't help nothing. It kind of sucks.
I mean, for you, I mean, for YouTube, I mean, it's like out of all the videos they could have done, they could have missed it or something on. That's the one. The one you didn't want. The one you wanted to is the one that they missed. Like, come on, man, come on, YouTube. Well, you gotta be better than that.
It's like hook it up.
Like they knew what they was doing or some shit like that.
Yep. Well, fellas, thank you again for being here tonight. Hopefully you all get some rest. Don't stay up too late. I'm already my bed's like literally right there, so I'm just gonna go jump in.
I gotta go good talking to y'all
upstairs, man. So
yeah,
it was good talking to y'all.
Oh yeah, man. Hope to see you soon, CV Tech. We'll get your face in here, your real face in here one of these days.
Yeah, right now,
your
I'm
face is
chilling,
off
laid back,
like the stream, so.
Yeah, right now I'm laid back, relaxing, chilling. I'm not in the.
All right, no worries, man. Well, you all take it easy. Thank you, mucho, Latrell. We'll see you soon. My dog saw you. She started growling right now. That's too funny. No, she's not. She's looking away. But again, Andy Logan, everyone that joined in tonight from the chat, thanks again for the super chat, and we'll see y'all soon. Y'all have a great night, and if I don't talk to y'all before Easter, y'all have a happy Easter. Okay.
Same y'all then.
All right, y'all have a good night. Thank you again.
Good night.